morning to you, top of the morning. Get situated there. Get situated. Y'all know I gotta do that now. That's my thing now. I have found out you can do all this. Hold on one second. We gotta get everything together here, get the sharing out. Y'all know how it go, man. Give me a few seconds, get everything together. On the been here for 30 seconds. You know what I mean? I'm up early this morning. I'm up early every morning. Y'all be surprised. I really don't sleep. I was writing some music last night, as usual. Really working on a new project. Guys, just give me a second. I'm sharing this if you're just tuning in. What's going on? If you're just tuning in, thank you for tuning in. Just give me a second, guys. I'm sharing this, getting everything together. Give me a second. Give me a second. This is a constant. It's unfortunate, but like YouTube and all of them, they don't share us out. So you got to do a lot of promoting on your own. They screw us over so much over here. Pay everything. It's just all about them. People don't understand what I mean by that. When I be saying that, I be like, yo, with YouTube, it's all about them, dog. Like the revenue share, everything. I told everybody last month, within the second week of me streaming, I had like 477,000 views, right? And it only equated to $56. Same thing goes for music streaming. It's the same thing. It's like the money is just not there like it should be. And unfortunately enough, you know what I mean? We have to reach out to our supporters and things like that. And a lot of people don't understand that dynamic. You know what I mean? Like my needs and subsidies are a little bit higher than others, not because of my head or anything like that, just because what I'm trying to do. So, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all hit up that cash at $STRINGERBELL80 because I am telling you, whether you're a streamer or you got your music streaming, we are not making the money that we're supposed to. I got a clip I'm gonna post for y'all later on, and it shows how a dude, after I think it was like 7 or 8 years, he only made $199 off his streams, son. And he had like millions of views. Like this streaming revenue, whether it's the vehicle is YouTube, Instagram, whatever. And YouTube, mind you, is paying out the most. That's what they say. I don't know if that's true or not, but we've definitely got to find a little altering measure to how the metric, as far as dollar amounts are concerned. Like, for example, I worked for Diddy for 17 years. Most people that follow me here know that. You know what I'm saying? Street team veteran, whatever you want to call it. We worked in the marketing department. Later on, Sharad, all that stuff. So it's like, for me, when I see people and they come around and they're like, yeah, man, stream is great, da 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 da. I'm like, nah, it's not unless you're Mr. Beast or you're Marcus Brownie or you're somebody like that, because pure simply, I saw the transition of the revenue. For example, in New York City, they had number, like, I want to say this before I get into Dawn and all that stuff, because to be honest with you, this is what Sarah Stokes and Dawn Richards is from. They're from this era when it still was going on. So I was in a BMG building, and attached to the BMG building was Virgin Megastore. If you've been in New York just recently, or maybe in the past 4 or 5 years, you'll notice that's the same spot where they have Forever 21 at. Right? It used to be a huge music store. And sometimes we would walk through the front of the store, and then at the back of the store, I've shown you these guys on camera before, the back of the store, there used to be doors. We walked through them doors, glass doors, which would be the exit. And then we walked right into our offices at BMG, Brosman Music Group, which Bad Boys headquarters was at the time. And so, because of Clive Davis and Arista or whatever, we was in the same building with Clive and Arista. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, never mind that. The point is, you used to go in there, you could listen to many of different albums that were available. They had listening stations you could put on headphones. Now I think about it in retrospect, it was probably pretty disgusting, but nevertheless, people, they were able to listen to music, and people would be there sometimes at like 10 o'clock. I would go in there sometimes and get lost for like an hour and a half, just listening to all kinds of different music, right? Sampling it out, whatever. Well, ultimately what happened was, when you saw the decline, I think it was probably like 2009, And that's when they started having the Napsters and things of that nature, or whatever, whatever. Napster is funny because Napster, in my opinion, they took a formula, they got their formula taken from Steve Jobs and kind of repackaged, if that makes sense. Like, for example, Napster used to be a file sharing site, and what really got them in trouble was it wasn't the music per se. I think it was the software that they were sharing on it. And so they got sued, they got brought in front of Congress, all kinds of stuff or whatever. They implemented all these new rules for them. And I'm like, why don't y'all do that for the streaming services? Because the streaming services are ripping people off. And so I saw, put it this way, I saw the average album cost go from $17 if you're doing a double album or something like that, or $15. And then it got reduced down to like $9. Then you saw the fluctuation starting to happen. And most people at that time said, okay, this is starting to be worth less and less and less and less. Like, I don't understand. The reason Puff and Jay-Z and all these guys, they have the pillar of all this money is because of the pure simple fact they were involved in a period where the average CD, DVD, and all this stuff was costing $17, $15, $20. You'll never see that again. Never. Y'all don't understand that. This music was worth more. You know what I'm saying? And the reason y'all had to put it out is such like I'm gonna say rapid sensation now or microwave music is because of pure simple fact you have to depend on touring. So it actually made you work harder than you normally would have had to. A lot of people don't understand that, but I understand that people have to work harder now when you're doing music. And as I'm creating a new project, I'm noticing that. So you have to work harder. The music doesn't come out. Like the average person usually take like a year, some change to work on that album or that project. Now you better come with something in the next 9 months. You understand what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Why is Mike Hawk? Yeah, man, listen, man. You need to be more concerned on where you making money this morning instead of paying attention to me, Mom. That's crazy. Yo, the trolls don't sleep, do they? These grown teenagers. Hold on one second. Let me get these adult teenagers up off of here. Let me get these adult teenagers off of here. The children have shown up. You can stay, homie. I like you. Shout out to my cousin Dixon May and my sister Anita Kid. I don't know why you're saying all that to her, but alright, cool. You know what I'm saying? Alright, cool. Anyway, the reason I bring that up is to spell something else out for you. Just pay attention to what I'm saying. Now, I said there that the music was worth more, and this is why Puff and them have made so much money, because of the money they made then, they were able to invest in other companies. Because at that time, you understand what I'm saying? And like, you gotta also understand something else I just said in that little soliloquy, which was we used to walk through Virgin Megastore where they were selling that music, where they had sign-ins for the music. Meaning artists would come in there, they would do album signings, give, you know, the signature and shit, you know what I mean? And autographs. And we were right downstairs from that. So we ain't even had to go that far to launch the albums. And the albums were selling at $17, $15, $10. You had to be there. You had to be there. Y'all niggas ain't seeing no money. That's why when niggas be talking to me about money, they be talking, I mean, nigga, okay. Alright. You know what I'm saying? I've been around Bentleys, Lambos, and all that shit since I was like 22, 23 years old, man. You're not impressing me with much. First Bentley I was ever around was Puff's Bentley, powder blue joint, drop top. I got pictures sitting right in front of with Puff in the car. You know what I mean? Then I showed like 3-4 times. I ain't gotta do that no more. But the money was worth more. Now you got artists that come from either the end of that era, or they were still kind of part of that era. And these two artists are Don Richard and Sara Stokes for making the band. Their reign was around about 2004, 2006, somewhere to 2006, 2007. Don Richard, she really popped off and started popping on around about 2007, 2008. So she was coming out the tail end of it too. So they saw the same era that I'm talking about. If you're wondering why it took me so long to get around to it. They saw the same era that I saw. Now, us as musicians, because I'm a musician, I'm got multiple videos on here on my channel that you can just put my name in and put Daddy's House Recording Studio. You'll see me recording in the same studio that Don Rashad was recorded in, same studio that Sarah Stokes recorded in. So, in some cases, better producers. Shout out to Shaquan. Shout out to man, listen. You don't know who I know. I can guarantee you that. Anyway, long story short, I recorded in the same studios. There's multiple videos up on here. Just put my name in and put Daddy's House Recording Studio behind it. You'll get the point. My point is this. The money ain't there like it was no more. That's why I just said that the whole thing about, you know what I'm saying? Sweetheart, I don't have to clout chase. You clout chase. That's why you brought up the question. Now, see, I'm somebody that actually was in the music industry, had the experience, lived the life, worked for that Bad Boy Entertainment. Most everybody here knows that. You don't know that. So a simplistic thinking motherfucker such as yourself that runs around and joins herself in the conversation tabs, absolutely nothing to fucking do with her because you're a normal motherfucker that never had any aspiration to do much of anything. And as I've said here before, I don't trust bitches named Amy. So bye, Amy. Now y'all understand why I don't like bitches named Amy. Bitches named Amy and Christy always got smart ass fucking mouths. Always got smart ass fucking mouths. I live in Connecticut. I live around white people. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Diddy has time to supply a baby oil. Nigga, you got time to go get your life together. You in here talking about baby oil early in the motherfucking morning. This mother nigga, are you wearing a hat? Like, they got some retards on this app, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, back to the story. The money ain't there like it used to be. Ain't no $17 albums being sold no more. Right, Puff? Right, Jay-Z? Right, Fat Joe? Ain't no more commemorative edition sets that cost like $70, $80. Now, ain't no more of that. I think they shut down them stores on purpose, if you ask me. I don't think we should have ever changed the vehicle of physical entities, ever. Hey, can we drop the whole tough guy act? Hey, can you suck a dick backwards? How about that? Who the fuck are you? Like, you know what? Give me 1 second. I love when people come on here and they have these little conversations and they come on and they got, and don't worry guys, I'm gonna get back into the conversation, but you the tough guy. I'm sitting here and I'm talking about the music industry, and we always get somebody that comes in and they want to interrupt when I'm saying some pinpoint shit to the audiences. And I think most of the time when they're black or they're Latino, I think the first thing comes to my mind, who the fuck sent y'all? And why you over here? Second of all, listen, my nigga, before I was even with Bad Boy, way before then, I got a motherfucking prison record. I got a police record about 8 pages. All right? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't have to act like a tough guy. But when you come over here, like your cocksucking ass did, and just throw out shit to be throwing out shit or start arguments just to start arguments, dog, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. You over talking to another man, requesting that another man alter their motherfucking personality for you. You don't know me. We're not friends. I don't know you. I don't want to know you. Whatever. You understand? So, like, I don't know if you're trying to scare me. I don't know if you're trying to intimidate me. I don't know what you're trying to do, but listen, man, it's not going to work with me. It's not going to work with me, all right? You take care of yourself. Nobody's trying to act tough. You know what? I'll drop a dick off in your girlfriend's mouth. How about that? I'll drop that. Stop coming into people's chats trying to, like, listen, this is the funny thing. This is a fake profile. Look at the profile. It's got sunglasses and a baby's face. Do you think I'm supposed to be scared of a motherfucker like that can't even reveal himself? Let me tell you what, bitch nigga. Do this, bitch or bitch nigga. Go create a profile with your real name. Go create a profile with your real picture and come back and holler at me. All right? I'm not listening to no nigga that come in here and talking shit at 8 o'clock in the morning for no reason whatsoever. Now y'all see what I mean. You don't even be bothering people when they coming in here. Nigga, how do you know what my personality is? You don't know me. How you know I won't do something to you? You don't know me. Even the niggas that be around me, some of them don't even have the idea of my background. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, for you to come off and say some shit like that, that's dangerous, bro. Stop talking to people that you think you know. You don't know me. This is a fucking app. You understand what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's an app. All right? Them niggas down at the fucking, what's the name? Ask any nigga that met me or ran into me down at that courthouse during the Diddy trial and ask them, was I different? Now, back to the shit. Anyway, long story short, because I'm not. I'm not. I don't try to be a tough guy. I don't try to be an asshole to people. I just say what I say and I get the fuck up off of here. You know, I don't bother people. It's never been my thing to bother people. You have no history of me fooling camp. Let me just put this out there for perspective. You have no history of me on the internet, on this app particularly, sitting with panels trying to take people down like other bloggers or superstars or whatever. I never participated in that. You don't have any videos of me talking to multiple different bloggers. This is the top blogger, this is the top blogger, this is the top blogger, let alone there's a whole bunch of situations and circumstances that even were mentioned that I was around. You understand what I'm saying? Even when people thought Puff was fucking gone, I refused to go and sit down with niggas and talk with niggas, and offers were there. I had one in particular nigga that talks a lot, offered me $3,000 to sit down and talk with him. And what I tell you, no. I said no. And this is at the point where Puff is like, it's really popping because this is like before the second, I mean, think a second or third arraignment. So everybody was talking about it. Nah, nigga, I ain't like that. And you know where I get that from? Well, I got the main pages. You niggas is snitches. You niggas is tellers. And you're going to pay for it in karma one day. Trust me. Anybody that do anything for a shilling always receives their due. Same thing with leprechauns. Same thing with you. There's been a lot of men that have lost their soul and sit and talk about morality over a coin. King Midas was one of them. Remember that. Now back to the subject. When we put things in a regard, right, that time in musical history will never appear again. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that you will never see an era again where music was worth $17, $15, $70 for a box set, $125 for the poster included. You won't see any of that packaged up like that anymore because we're all dealing with digital entities now and digital vehicles. And those digital vehicles and entities, or the music are the entities, the vehicles to play them, or your cell phone, tablet. Some people still have laptops here and there. You get the drift. So the music is now in smaller increments than it ever was. And it's confusing to me because it's not just like that with them, but it's also like that with streaming as far as videos concerned, like I'm doing with you guys now. And you'll see something else is forming within the streaming community where they're deducing the CPMs, meaning cost per metric, that you make on here slowly and slowly and slowly, while at the same time either offering deals or increasing the price that they charge to advertisers who run their fucking ads through our shit. So I need a senator or rapper or someone of importance can make a change to bring this article up, and this will change the whole shit. I did a deep dive, and I said, what you got to put in is you got to put in how much the company made that year. So, for example, put in how much Spotify made last year, right? Then you would have to divvy that up by how many artists had peaked on Spotify, the highest that year. So, you point to guys like Ye, yo, what up? You point to people like Jay-Z, people that don't have to release albums, but their music from maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago is still charting. It'll be number 5, number 10, number whatever. And so you'll start to see, okay, this is where they're making their money from. So how come these chief artists that are really pushing the platform up at Spotify, anything else like that, how come they haven't been paid more in revenue or getting more of the revenue share from the advertisers to run their shit? If you're unsubscribed or if you don't pay for removing commercials, how come they're not spreading more of the revenue? Why not? Why not? So what it really boils down to is you need to get a share. And the way because see, If you go against Spotify, they're going to fight you. And then ultimately they're going to say, well, you know what? We don't want to have this condition. We're going to do this. And they'll give you something minimal. But if you want direct and quick response, all you got to do is say, hey, every time a what's the name comes in and they gain some revenue from that, I want a percentage of that. Or I want a trajectory presumptuous point of that. Meaning that you can offer me anywhere from, let's say, what are they doing? 5 cent, 0.5 cent or something like that. Offer me per engagement, offer me 10 to 15. For starters, if I peak and I go beyond this point, make it another 10. It sounds like a little, but over time it'll add up, especially if you got a pre-existing hit. It'll add up, trust me. It'll never be the same metrics of what we saw before, fellas, ladies. Hats off to those days. But we can't salvage some shit. You know? Now, I think this is the perfect approach to do. We have to make the advertisers split the revenue with us, too. You don't get what I'm saying, huh? Motherfucker, the way you make your money is if I play my video, my page is monetized. So if they play a video on my what's the name, which they do when you guys watch a replay, if they play a what's the name, if they play a video on here, what happens is there's a probability of maybe 1 in 7 that somebody will click it. So if they click it, right? If they click it, once they click the what's the name, once they click the ad, there's a probability I think of 1 in 1 in 8 or something like that they actually purchase a product. It's a whole bunch of different probabilities in it or whatever. But each out of every 50 clicks, you might get 2 to 3 sales, 2 to 3 interests, or at least 2 to 3 people going over and checking out the product or whatever the case may be. And so this is how they're making their money. Now, they're doing this off a trajectory and presumptuousness and hoping that these sales trickle through. Point is, they're playing a fat rate for the freaking what's the name, for the advertisement. You understand? So what we need to do is every time that they get a hit or they get a sale, I want a percentage of that. How do you do that? You do that by tracking their sales. And you track their sales trajectory very easily because why? YouTube does it. This is how they get paid. So basically what's happening is we're getting sidestepped by advertising revenue that we should be gaining. Especially if you're what you call not a veteran artist, but I would say a legend artist now. Legend artists don't have to put out a new album. You think Madonna got to put out a new album? Think the Rolling Stones got to put out a new album? You kidding me? Listen, if it's not used in licensing for a movie or a commercial or something, but they're good. He's a legend artist. Think Kanye West has got to put out a new album? You kidding me? Stop it. You know what I mean? No, you don't have to put out a new album. As these legend artists know that there's revenue there. And that's the key to getting this revenue. If you steal my idea, please give me credit because I got the video to prove it and the date to prove it. And I will sue your motherfucking ass. I don't give a fuck who you are. So my point is here, this is how we beat these motherfuckers. We have to get a percentage of the advertising revenue from the advertisers, not via the third party. The third party being YouTube. So if you don't understand, the fluctuation goes like this. YouTube sees a flat rate. Then YouTube sees a kickback from the revenue after they get a sale. Then we don't see none of that shit. We only see a percentage of the percentage that they get back from a sale. And the percentage ain't nothing but like a third of a third. Y'all motherfuckers slow as huh? But swear y'all smart. Ain't smart. Smart asses, but ain't smart. That's what they're doing. It took me a minute to bridge it together and figure out exactly how they were doing it. But I said, okay, this is the key. It's the advertisers. As long as I can get the advertisers to share some of their revenue, everybody should be flat out and square. Eventually, anyway. It'll take a year or two. The music business is deducing anyway. With that being said, the reason you got a chick like Sarah Stokes and a chick like Don Richard suing is because of the same reason I'm telling you. Ain't no money in this shit no more. The money is in Torah. And unfortunately, with women artists, let me tell you something about women artists. It's only 2 lanes for them. Either they age gracefully. Guys, can you make sure you double tap the screen and hit the like button? I appreciate it. Either they age gracefully, or either two, they don't. You know what I mean? And what happens with them a lot of times is these women, they don't age out right, and some people, they don't want to see them no more. Some people, this song is just, it was in the moment. Some women, it's, I'll give you an example. Tweet. You remember Tweet? Oops, sometimes my head. She was with Missy Elliott. Have y'all seen her performing lately? Respectfully, the shit is pathetic. Because this bitch is all stiff on say, oops, sometimes my head. Because she look like she don't really want to be there. That all comes with some women, that, depending on the experiences they have going through the music industry. And some of these women, they get hardened. I saw Dawn Rashad. That's why I got on her picture up there right now. That's her. That was her back when she was really, really whip puff like that. You know what I mean? And you see she's smiling. She look as cute as day or whatever. Then you look past forward and see her over there at the fucking courthouse. That bitch look like Witch Hazel. Yeah, I'm here to see Puffy. Yeah, yeah, we got a lawsuit. Yeah. I was like, God damn. Let go of the puppies, Cruella. That bitch look hard faced in the motherfucker now. I said, how the hell you go from that to that? You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I still got that picture in here. I mean, she really look hard faced now. And I notice a lot of women of color, as they get older, and white women too, they get that hard face. Like, I hate everybody. Why you hate everybody, Cruella? I just do. I ain't got it up here no more, but you can at least see Sarah's hard face. Sarah hard face too. See what I mean? Like, they got hard face. Sarah right here look like, you know what I'm saying? Only thing they ain't spoiling is some tetas. You know what I'm saying? The tetas is holding up. The rest of that shit is looking like, she look like Beyonce's mom right there. They don't hold up right. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody going to see Beyonce's mama perform. I mean, Sarah. I'm sorry, B. Poor B. Oh shit, that chick look like Tina Knowles. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, ain't nobody going to see that shit. And like, you know, it's just like Cassie. Cassie look old now. Not old, but I don't mean it like that. I mean, like, you on baby number 3, you married. The marketability with girls is this. And they can only do it for a little bit. And so that's why a lot of times it's a cash out point for them. And don't get me wrong. Don't get mad at me when I say it. But the thing about girl artists is they have to be fuckable. Not my rules. Not my engagement. I didn't make it. But really what it is, they have to have sexual appeal. And that men have to want them. You understand what I'm saying? And the women have to want to be them. And so what the problem is a lot of these girls are selling these messages in their songs and their music and their imagery or whatever, that it's okay to be alone. It's okay to not have a man. It's okay to be a single mother, etc., right? All along, they ain't doing none of that shit. This shit out in San Tropez, I saw Glorilla with her boyfriend, the basketball player dude. I forgot what his name is. Glorilla got a boyfriend out here. Matter of fact, she telling you, fuck a nigga, fuck a nigga, fuck a nigga. These bitches playing, y'all. But anyway, nah, I ain't even getting into that one. Them hoes is playing, y'all. These hoes, like, basically, these hoes is telling you, fuck a man, but they got a boyfriend or a husband. I'm like, what sense does that make? Oh boy, the world it's crazy right now. What are you saying? It's telemarketing for the ugly. I don't think Glorilla is ugly. I don't think necessarily the girls are listening to her ugly. I think the music, for somebody coming from the music business, I think the music is hypnotizing in this microwave music. This is not the music that these girls are making, doesn't take months to make. You can go into a studio and, like, if you know the pattern, I can't give it to them over here because the next thing you know, all of them want to be musicians. But if you know the pattern and you know what you're looking for, you know, for the season artists, know what I'm talking about, you can make that shit within 15 minutes. Literally. I can write a whole song for you, have it restructured, rewritten probably within 40 minutes. Literally. And you can ask anybody to know me. For example, when you see the videos, just put in my name and put in Daddy's House Recording Studio, me in live in studio, Puff Studio. And when you hear me, you see me perform and everything like that, you'll notice one thing. I do all my joints in one take. Like I do the whole song in one take. Like, I might have to restart maybe two, maybe tops three times because I don't like the way I started or I think I could do better. But maximum 3 to 4 times. Anybody that's worked with me, they're gonna tell you the same thing. Like I come in and I do the whole song in one take. I don't break, punch me in too much. I'll punch in for like if I got some ad-libs or regulars, but as far as the verse, now I do the whole verse because you got to keep the reciprocity. What are you saying in here? As yourself as being pretty, reality of slap you in the face. Oh, with women's, yeah, with women artists. I mean, I saw the same thing happen to Olivia. Olivia went through like 3 different record companies, including one record company that we were familiar with, because some of our compadres went over there, which was God, I don't even know if they're still in existence. Clive Davis record label. What the heck is the name of it again? I forgot what the name of it is again. It's right on the tip of my tongue. But this was the Clive Davis's record label. Something that happened with him and Arista. I never got the particulars of it. But Clive, like I said, they was in the same building and stuff. So Clive was with Arista. So he had an office in Arista and everything like that. They were literally like 2 floors on top of us. We used to see their staff all the time. Plus, intimate interest or whatever in business. But J Records, that was the name. J Records. He went and started J Records. No, 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 no. He went and started J Records. So, did you not just hear what I just said? Arista. They were in the same building as us where I worked. We were in the BMG building, the Bertelsmann Music Group building. Listen to the story. Everybody want to be, I appreciate it, but this is the story, Andrew. So anyway, he left out of there. Something that happened between him and Arista. He left off of there and he went to form J Records. Over at J Records, he had his first 2 artists. My man, shout out to Shells, BX, and Alicia Keys. Shells is actually on Alicia Keys' joint. You understand what I'm saying? So, give me 1 second, y'all. Pork chops and applesauce. And my man, please get some friends. Like, you know what'd be funny? Let me say this real quick, y'all. Just pay attention. You will have people who'll come in here and they'll be trolling. And mind you, it's like, what time is it? 8:43 in the morning, right? They'll come in and they'll say everything, get a job, why you got your cash app up, all this shit. I got a question for y'all niggas that do that. Why you got so much time on your hands? It's 8:45 in the morning. You got time on your hands to come in here and talk to another man. What are you doing with your day to be productive? See, I started out early this morning because I'm trying to get this money. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a hard-working dude. I stream every day or whatever. So my modus operandi is to get money. Why are you here? There ain't no money in what you involved in. Since when has there been money in trolling? Niggas do trolling for free. So that means you'll do anything else for free. That means you a robot. You already easy to leave, nigga. I put $100. You a type of nigga. I put $100 in your pocket. You do whatever I tell you to do for the rest of the evening. Get the fuck out of my chat, dog. Niggas in here trolling for free. Niggas in here trolling for free. Why you ain't getting busy this morning? Why you ain't at it? See, that's why I'm at 8:30 in the morning, son. Feel me? Like, make sure you understand the vessel before you motherfucking judge the vessel. You ain't even paying attention to what's going on. See? Nigga in here trolling for free. 8:30 in the morning. Instead of that, maybe you need to get a job. Anyway, let's keep going. Anyway, long story short, these female artists, a lot of times they age themselves out or whatever the case may be or whatever, and they can't move and function like they used to. So as a result of that, you see girls that show up at the latter end of their careers, and now this is the new hustle. Why I ain't and it's really a petty hustle because it's like, okay, what you're basically saying is, all right, let's keep it real. Cassie is not a successful artist, okay? Fucking, what's the other one? Don Richard is not a successful artist unless you're talking about Diddy Dirty Money. As a group and collective, it was successful. I have promote the project. I know what I'm talking about, and I'll show it to you. But like I did the other day. But and then definitely Sarah Stokes wasn't a successful artist. So that's the 3 things they got in common. You understand what I'm saying? The 3 things they got in common. And so each one of these broads, as a result of that, I feel they feel like they owe something. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I feel like I'm owed something, but I ain't on here crying. I could have played a certain role. Like a lot of niggas intimately that's with Bad Boy know I could have went a certain direction, and I said, nah, I ain't gonna be the sucker. I'll never be the sucker. No, 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 no. We took vibe. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? For life, all that type. And what happened to that from a lot of y'all? Diddy is coming. You better go hide. Why would I hide if Diddy is coming? Man, you sound corny. See what I mean? That's a man in here early in the morning. How come you ain't? How come you ain't clocking in right now, son? All y'all hard working ass trolls. How come you ain't clocking in right now? You should be clocking into your job right now, not listening to me writing in the chat room, right? Y'all good money monkey motherfuckers, right? We talking that big money shit. Oh man, you'd be surprised. Anyway, these girls, in my opinion, a lot of them, I want 20 million. Sara told me she wants 60 million. I forgot how many millions Don said she wanted. I think a lot of these women trying to cash out on what they couldn't get before. Makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Makes sense to me. You know? So you might be wanting to reconsider analogy sometimes. People vessels show value in the Kelly Blue Book of Bums. Sweetheart, I don't know what you're talking about, but cool. You know, whatever analogies y'all come to conclusion on your own, that's just a projection on yourself. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So I mean, like, whatever you feel, man, that's how you feel. I ain't arguing with bitches. I ain't fucking early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It's a ritual. I don't argue with bitch. I tell chicks when I go to get my coffee sometimes at Starbucks, on them bitches be a little flaky because they just woke up. I'll be like, bitch, I ain't sleeping with you. I don't give a fuck about your attitude or nothing like that. You're here to serve a purpose. That's to make coffee. Keep that shit moving and make my fucking coffee. You know what I mean? I don't argue with bitches I ain't fucking with early in the morning. I don't know where women started getting this shit where y'all got this extended, like, y'all see a man that look like y'all, oh, that's like my brother. Oh, that's like I'm not your fucking brother. I'm not your cousin. I'm not your friend. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your husband. None of that shit. And if you get it wrong with me, I'll probably spit on your ass. You see what I'm saying? I am rude. I live in the New York City tri-state. I'm ruder than a motherfucker. I sure am. I sure am. Doreen, how come you ain't at work this morning? How come you ain't clocking in right now instead of writing in my chat room? Huh? Huh? You ask yourself that question. That's how I'm gonna start hitting niggas. That's how I'm gonna start hitting niggas. If it was bad, why didn't you just leave? Must have been that bad. Did I say it was bad? Did anybody say it was? If it was bad, why didn't they just? Oh, they just leave. That's what I'm saying too. Hyper Odin. You know what I'm saying? Let me get rid of this one right here. I don't like her energy. Yeah, her energy off. Her energy was off. Bitches coming in here want to argue. I know you was. I know you was. I know you was. This is my job. My page is monetized. There's products you can buy. This is what I do. See, I receive revenue for this. How about you? Let's see Charles Williams. Let's see Charles Williams. You still shouldn't be here. You still shouldn't be here. 8 years and no subscribers. That's why you got a problem with me. Let me see this one right here. Sabrina. 12 years and one subscriber. That's why you here. Oh, that's why you here. Okay, I got you. Keeping it real. All right, cool. My fault, Sabrina. You just into conversation. So anyway, let me get back to female artists because that's what y'all here to listen to. These female artists. And let me show y'all something. I was waiting for my tablet to charge up. That's why I took a little. What's the name? These girls are now using a new route and a new hustle, and I think that the court system. No problem, mama. No problem whatsoever. I don't never have a problem with real women. It's lackadaisical chicks that come in here and talking crazy like I'm their boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend, or suckers that come in here with fake profiles talking about just quit the tough guy role. Nigga, I was a tough guy, a real one. All right, they be thinking because I'm pretty or some shit like that. I guess that's how they put it up to. There's a nigga that was uptown in Harlem. Many niggas know him. His name was Baby Lane. Y'all remember him? Little short, skinny little nigga. And that nigga was running like 16 blocks. It was another nigga in motherfucking named 50 Cent in Brooklyn, who the real 50 Cent, not the 50 Cent y'all see with the big arms, but the real 50 Cent was a little short nigga with two pistols. And the whole fucking Brooklyn was scared of him. Not just one part of Brooklyn, East New York. The whole fucking Brooklyn was scared of him. So I don't know what the fuck y'all be thinking in these little rural towns y'all live in and shit like that. But cut that shit out with me. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, I done the business. I done been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? I done been the nigga that hid the biscuit, the nigga that went to go get the biscuit, the nigga that went to go get the guns with a capital S. You understand what I'm saying? And all that shit. And there's many of niggas that will verify that for me. You understand what I'm saying? I've had people that I didn't even know were in my chat room. And I said, yo, son, they think I'm lying to them. And y'all have heard them say, he ain't lying. You understand what I'm saying? So don't make assumptions about people that you don't know or you only met once or twice. You don't know me. You understand what I'm saying? And that's very dangerous to be fucking around with people you don't know. You don't know who I know, who I'm connected to, or whatever. Niggas is out here talking to police and all kinds of other shit. But one thing you won't do is this new communist shit that y'all be doing. Telling people how they should act, how they should react, trying to counter how their emotions are. Shit, that's communism shit. And I don't like niggas like that, bro. You gotta watch niggas like that. If a nigga like that, he'll be like, well, how come you're not listening to the president? That's the next thing they gonna say to you. That's the next thing niggas gonna start saying to you, especially the chick. How come you're not listening to the president? How come you're not listening to the police? We have to fall in order. That's what they setting you up for. And y'all motherfuckers don't see it. This is a response that Sara gave as far as a lawsuit. And many of y'all know, just a minute ago, they deduced 21 out of the 22 class actions that she had in her lawsuit. So they removed 21 of the articles that were in her lawsuit where she was, you know what I mean? What's the name from or whatever. Oh, you from the BX, so you already know the vibe. Shout out to the Bronx. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, listen, I done lived in the Bronx. Had broads in the Bronx. Before the pandemic hit, I was in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of love for the Bronx. I definitely do. I'm still in the Bronx quite frequently. Shout out to my peoples. En salud. Entonces, sabe la gente, el dominicano. Entonces, sabe la gente, la Honduras, la Panamá. Entonces, sabe los cubanos. Esa gente ahí se. En la loca en la mente, entonces, sabe, siempre la gente, en la corazón, entonces, sabe, la sangre, en el barrio. Entonces, sabe, esto porque. Me gusta la gente, pero la Bronx, entonces sabes, me gusta la gente, pero la Harlem, entonces sabes, es mucho. Esta porque el auténtico, entonces sabes, esta porque la corazón es la peor en barrio. Loose ass butts in the Bronx. Now, you sound like a nigga that got a loose butt. That's the only type of nigga that would write that twice. Watch these niggas that be writing shit, yo. I be telling you, these boys that be writing shit, they rate, and they could be like, yo, I come from a house with a single mother with 7 kids. That's why I am the way I am. These niggas is losers. You understand what I'm saying? This nigga go to jail, they gonna give him a hard time, trust me. He ain't gonna be in jail joking like that. Listen, go up to Rikers, talking about loose butts and see where that ends you up at. You better lose some of this behavior. These niggas be talking about they gangsters or whatever. Gangsters go to jail. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you're a gangster, you got to be prepared to go to jail. You understand? So if this is your behavior here online and you go up in the jail cracking these same jokes, they going to crack you too, boy. They going to crack you too. Go up in there with some skin. Get your skinny state certified pants, you know what I'm saying, in a size 33 and you wear a size 36. And make sure you sag the same way you sag in the streets. You make all of us look at, with your pants hanging off your ass with tight underwear on. Walk around the tier just like that. All right, and say that same joke to them niggas. That's what I want you to do. Good luck to you. These guys are crazy, and these females need to out, or feds be looking at them like you involved in this too. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know if they would get charged with anything or whatever. I will say with Don Richard, before I start reading this about Sara, there was and I'll pull it up for y'all too in a second. There was a clip where, and Q always talking about somebody bothered him and crying and shit. Somebody need to go help him out, man. I'm tired of seeing Q crying all the motherfucking time. Nigga always crying and shit. Like, what the fuck? Every time I see that nigga, he was on vlog. Talking about Don Richard and her pop. Every time I see him. Anyway, listen. Is this a man? That's why I'm saying that. You're supposed to be over camera crying about a bitch gave you some pills. Niggas eat that shit up, keep moving. Nah, he wasn't touched. He wasn't touched. That nigga wasn't touched. Puff ain't touched nobody. Ain't y'all got that? Listen, Puff ain't touched nobody. That's why when y'all said this, listen, hold on, let me show y'all what I mean. So let me show you how. See, I know I just ain't some vlogger that's sitting up here talking or whatever. I have to do this like at least once a week. So people will know, like, listen, no, I'm not talking out my ass. I really live this. So hold on, give me 2 seconds here. I'm just doing something real quick. And they go to homie. Shout out to Roger Barnes, man. Shout out to Roger Barnes, man. Like, out of all the dudes that talk, he the only one I ain't got an issue with because we actually got history with him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, niggas used to be like, yo, Barnes having another pirati, you know what I'm saying? Down at It in the Elm. I'll be like, oh, word. And I never made it down there because I was going to go down there with other people or whatever from the team or whatever. But I ain't got no problem with Barnes. Barnes actually the type of niggas I come up around. He literally is just like them. So if you peep how he is, you think that shit's fake. He's not fake. He's like the last of a remaining few. I don't know how to explain it, man. Like he's the guys. Like my guys are sound just like him, talk just like him, move just like East New York, Harlem, Bronx, Mount Vernon. Like that's just I don't know how to explain it. But whatever. That's my type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of niggas I roll with for real. Yo, Sean, we got a problem over there. What, over there? Hold up, let me go to the crib real quick. For what? I gotta get another clip. What you need? I got 6, nigga, but I need 7. You never know. He one of them. I love niggas. Shout out to Roger Barnes, man. Somebody asked me about it the other day. I was like, why the fuck you gonna ask me some shit like Raj family, man? This is me actually. This is just one of many, but this is us promoting Diddy Dirty Money, which you see who? Don Rashad right there in front of you on the side of the van. That's me. You know what I'm saying? So just to give y'all this so y'all know y'all ain't talking to no, you know what I mean? Somebody just talking. I ain't just talking. That's me with Ciroc outfit on, all that. Everything authentic. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me do something real quick. Wipe this off. I think it's a little oily or something right there. I be having these oils on my fingers and shit. Yeah, that's way better. See, y'all see me, that's me. Like I said, all this is from Diddy Dirty Money. This is a promo run right here. And this was actually for in cooperation with Ciroc. So we had like a little day party thing or whatever. Shout out to Scrooge McBucks. You know what I mean? And as you can see, Diddy Dirty Money. Real deal here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Real deal. Oh, you want to see some parties? I'll show you some parties. This is a cast from G's the Gents. That's Jacquay right there. Y'all know from Love and Hip Hop. That's my homie right there. I be laughing when niggas be talking about, yo, you ain't been around no bad bitch. You don't get, man, I've been around bad bitches my whole entire life. For real. My whole entire adult life. Thousands of girls. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Storm. You know what I mean? You seeing these girls in peril? You see we're on an outside roof. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the cast from G's from Gents, MTV. Tell you want to see a party, right? Here you go. Anybody look in peril? Anybody look scared? No, they don't, do they? They look like they're all smiling and having fun. And I'm taking every last one of these pictures, except for the ones you see me in. Anybody look in peril? Anybody look scared? Anybody look like they don't want to be there? Anybody look nervous? No. Nighttime's upon us, same smiles. You know what I mean? Same smiles. Used to be talking about that girl was cute. I said, man, I've been around bitches better looking than that. Fuck out of here. Nigga, I have bitches better than that. Fuck out of here. That bitch cute to you. Anyway, hold on 1 second. Let me turn this back on, man. Niggas be wildin', talking that shit. Nigga, I've been around bad bitches all my life. Look, every famous dude with dollars always gets sued by women. All you see on the news. Yeah, you see them getting sued by poor ass black chicks. Let's keep it a buck. Ain't no white chicks came out motherfucker sued Puff. Or every last one of these chicks, everything they got in common, every last one of them black. At least we can say with Jay-Z, he got accused by one white woman, right? Every last one of the chicks that accused Puff have been black. Hyper, what do you call yourself? Hyper Odin? Be like if you said Elon Musk he can't get a, yeah, don't write shit like that in my chat room no more though, homie, all right? Don't write shit like that in my chat room. Hold on one second, y'all. You cool, man. I'm gonna give you one on that one. But yeah, don't write shit like that in my chat room, all right? Because I can't even remove that shit. I need you to remove that last comment, Hyper Odin. Remove that last comment. Just tap your message and hit remove. You understand? I can't fuck with that. No. Anyway, moving on. These girls are trying to cash out. You understand? I don't know why people don't understand it, why people don't see it, or whatever. Cassie got $20 million plus $10 million from the hotel video, whatever, right? Shorty, you wouldn't have made $30 million in your career. You wasn't that type of artist. I'm not trying to diss you. I'm not saying that, but you was not on the, like, $30 million in a 10-year career for an artist like Cassie is not realistic. $8 million? Yeah. $8 million sound about right. $8 million for a career that lasted the duration of you and Puff's relationship, that's about right. $8 million. Not no $30 million. Whole wasn't worth $30 million. You know what I'm saying? Whole wasn't worth $30, not musically. Not musically. And after a reputation get out, not sexually either. I seen the men you was sleeping with. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, no offense to nobody. I'm like, yeah, you fucking goddamn. Yeah, anybody could have hit, huh? Yeah, anybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Word. They said like one of the strippers. He said she was like this. At one time, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what they said. Guys, make sure y'all double tap the screen and hit the like button. Over 200 people in here. That means the haters have shown up. Shout out to the haters. Top of the morning to you. I know a lot of y'all are bored. A lot of y'all ain't got nothing to do. You understand what I'm saying? So you're here. You understand? Well, make sure you don't write my chat room at 9:30 in the morning. Get a job. Because I'm going to ask you, why the fuck you ain't at your job? All right? Ain't been on that one. Yeah, that's how I be here online, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of haters out here. A lot of, it's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? YouTube has messed that up. We trying to do some things about that now. Last night, around about a little later in the afternoon, I'm trying to find my tablet. What did I do with my tablet? Last night I was watching yeah, there it is. I was watching something of these two girls, these two Mexican girls. Oh, out. I think they was out in Cali. It might be Cali or Erie. I heard them mention both, so I'm not sure. But as I was listening to them or whatever, they had man after man after man. I don't know what this thing is when men, I think some of these men have lost their mind, but it was dude after dude after dude after dude that was coming. And this was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It was just, and I'm sitting here editing, but I'm just listening to them. But then I happened to hear them complain about it. So I looked up, and it was just dude after dude after dude after dude after dude. And this is like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And it was like, brought me back to what I said to y'all before. I think something wrong with these niggas that was raised by these single moms. Because these niggas, they seem mad, like for one, they seem mad passive aggressive about the J. That's for one. Number two, they'll do almost anything and everything, including throw you up under the bridge for some vajay. Number three, they always want to show support. And lady, I be telling the chicks to watch out for this. These be the bitches that end up getting kidnapped and shit that don't listen. Niggas that sit up and they overly try to agree with you, it ain't in a nigga nature to overly agree with a bitch. I don't give a fuck what a nigga said. It's just not. You understand what I'm saying? And sooner or later, you start to resent men for doing such things. So, like, if you got a man and he always agreeing with you all the time, pretty soon that woman gonna start not liking that nigga. I swear to God to you. She might not tell him, but she gonna start not liking that nigga. Come on, I got 230 people in here and I can't get some more likes. That's crazy. Wow. This is what YouTube has turned into. 200 people here with 14 likes. Now y'all understand why we can't make money on here no more. YouTube has set it up for that. You know what I'm saying? So they bridge us out to strangers. So anyway, long story short, but thank you for your view though. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully some of my real people find me. you're gonna get a woman that don't respect you sooner or later. She can always run you. You understand what I'm saying? So, like sometimes you gotta just, I don't know, man. I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, but like you gotta look at things for what they are. These girls are trying to hustle because they need a one up, and that one up is this: they need to cash out. You understand? So they out here selling all kinds of stories to you. The Puff did this, Puff did that, Jay-Z did this, Jay-Z did that. They got a whole tribe of motherfuckers, including a couple of them you just seen coming to my chat room right here. They trolls. These girls weren't even bothering nobody. They was just trying, they was doing the same thing. And that's why I said, salud, tú sabes, la gente la mexicano, tú sabes, salud, 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 la arenas. Because them chicks weren't doing nothing but trying to get their money. That's all they was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? One of them said she had a couple of kids. She said, this is what I've been doing. I've been blogging for a minute. She said, and they kept saying kind of like the similar stuff I was saying. I was like, you notice how things have changed up? Like, you're just getting nothing but trolls in your, you know what I'm saying? It's just like literally day after day after day after day after day. So I'm like I'm saying, there's something wrong with these dudes out here, man, for real. I don't know. Like I heard this study and they said that like a lot of men are not getting like sex like they used to and stuff like that, or whatever, or the engagement is less than what it used to be. Like there's a lot of men that are running around talking about they haven't had sex in like 2 years and shit like that. You know what I mean? And I think women, I think y'all unintentionally are making these niggas weird by not showing an interest in them. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm dead freaking serious. Like let me tell y'all something, ladies. Y'all ain't gonna believe me, but please believe me. Vijay has always kept the village calm. Vijay has stopped wars. You don't believe me? A king can get up right now, and if you throw a 30-year-old woman in front of that king right before he says, I'm about to go declare war, and she jump in front of him just like this, no, you not. That war's not happened for at least that day. I can guarantee you, if she fun enough to captivate his attention, because some dudes would be like, out of the way, bitch. But if they, out of the way, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But most men, they will be like, if you go like this, and he's getting ready to go declare war upon multiple nations or whatever, that war is not happening that day. But Jay has always been used in scenarios to calm wars, calm frustrations within tribes, calm frustration within, and I'm not talking about just giving yourself to any old fucking body. That's crazy. There's all kinds of shit out here nowadays. I don't suggest you do that, ladies, even though a lot of y'all motherfuckers is doing that. Yeah. But, you know what I mean? Like the point I'm getting at is this. I guarantee you, ladies, if y'all go back to what y'all naturally been designed for and start being a little bit more Leviticus and not throwing yourself at men, but trying to throw yourself at men that never. Let me tell you something, man. From niggas a multi-millionaire, you gonna bow down. You don't believe me? I can show you many examples of chicks that were wifeys and they bowed down for the crown when it comes to that check. You understand? You want that Birkin bag, don't you? Better get out there and shake some ass real quick in front of my friends, let them know shit real. Yeah, I bought you that dress over there. Go throw that shit on right there. And wear them pearls I got you, alright? I like them pearls you got. You know what I'm saying? And them little diamond earrings. I got your last cream. Wear that shit right there. That's what you wearing tonight. You know what I'm saying? Tie your shit up in a bun. Alright? I like it in a bun like that. You look cute like that. You look cute, but you don't look like niggas gonna really want to approach you cute. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Gotta get back to some basics here, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read this real quick on the responses from Don Richard, fucking bitch. I don't know, man. I just ain't feeling it. It's one thing with women's rights. It's another thing when a motherfucker's been found not guilty of some shit. And you still screaming that shit. Like a nigga just came in here 5 minutes ago and said, "You was at the Diddy parties? What Diddy parties, niggas? Even the bitches that motherfucking testified said there wasn't no Diddy parties. It was just us. I'm not a stripper. I'm not a sex worker. Did you hear me board up on any of them over as a sex worker and this shit? So what kind of, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's one thing if you got some truthful shit or whatever, and you were saying that. It's another thing if you just saying shit to be saying it. And that's what's getting to right now on the internet. Bitches and niggas is both out here just saying shit to be saying. You was at the day there was no Diddy parties. It was his personal little get-togethers. That's what he had under the name Frank Black, from what the testimony said. From what the bitches testified to, there wasn't no Diddy party. So why are you sitting up there and you keep saying on multiple channels, whoever you are and everybody, why y'all keep saying that you were at the Diddy party? There was no Diddy party, bitch. When you paying attention to the trial? So you spreading a false narrative for views and shit. That's clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? Or you mentioning anything that didn't come up, bought by Marie Comey or whatever, who had her daddy used to work for Trump, nigga. She had full access to everything. So if it was anything she needed to unravel, including what was on those videotapes, none of that shit was found. So I'm just asking the question, why is niggas still sitting around spreading the same lie and collecting cash apps and everything else off of it? And these same individuals will be out here telling you don't donate to somebody else. That shit don't make sense. That's a little different of interest right there. And any nigga that's falling behind that shit with that shit, listen, man, something wrong with you, nigga. You're not living in reality. All right, listen. Speculation is speculation. Once we get past adjudication and the judge has decided on some shit, the jury has decided on some shit, they dismiss charges, certain charges weren't even brought up or presented. There's nothing more you got left in your conspiracy theories. You're trying to keep going because you're trying to authenticate yourself. See, there's a lot of motherfuckers that were down there at the Diddy trial, and I seen some of these motherfuckers. Some of these niggas were scared to fucking death of me. Yes, you was, bitch. Yes, you was. Yes, you was, bitch. I ran up on 2, 3 vloggers out there, and it wasn't none but 2 niggas that were I considered cool that was out there. You understand what I'm saying? One of the niggas know who he is. I ain't even gotta mention his name. A lot of niggas talk shit about that nigga. That nigga was cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was cool as fuck. And then there's another nigga, you know what I'm saying? He was cool too. You know what I'm saying? I can speak to him again. But and that was sucking niggas. It was like the one nigga from Canada. I tapped that nigga on the shoulder like 3 times. I'm like, nigga, you don't even realize what's going on with you right now. He trying to act all the flamboyant. He was like, okay. I was like, nigga, you comment on the nigga's channel. And I put it there. He can't deny it. So I put a comment. I said, yo, keep your eyes open today. Somebody gonna slide through. Later on in the afternoon, the nigga said, reported on such thing. I ain't gonna say what it is, but he reported on such thing. But he didn't even mention that somebody else put him on that that's what was going on. And that's when I had a problem. I said, oh, this ain't no real nigga. This ain't no real nigga. This ain't no real nigga. Because I saw he had seen the comments. So it was like, this ain't no real nigga. This a fake nigga. Fake dudes do shit like that. That's right. Puff beat all the serious charges. Fake dudes do shit like that. So you can ask these niggas, like the story gonna be told. You know what I'm saying? But there was 2 or 3 of y'all, I tapped y'all physically and walked up to y'all and let y'all know, listen, nigga, I'm listening to you. Watch what you say. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Who's the other one? The little light-skinned chick. I walked up to you the 4th day you was there and told you it was up, and you was with your mans. And I told you straight to your face, I said, you fucking liar. Now say I ain't say that, because I got it on camera. People that was live with me that day saw me do that. So when niggas sitting around, they talking all that tough shit or whatever, that's why I'm the reason niggas was bringing bodyguards and all that shit, right? Y'all don't tell that story, do you? Nigga, yes, you was. Yes, you were. You was scared. You was scared. Scared for no reason other than the shit you taught to start. See, this is what a lot of people, law enforcement, lawyers, and everybody else got to understand. A lot of these girls, they play positions. Like, basically, what they do is they do certain things because they think they're going to get a result of this. So they'll nitpick with you, taunt you, or something like that, or whatever. And then they'll turn around and be like, oh my God, I'm a victim. They'll get niggas that, you know what I'm saying, stop by your page, say certain shit. Then they'll turn around, oh my God, I'm a victim. You know what I mean? And this is all of a play trying to play the damsel in distress. In hindsight, really what it is a lot of these women that are minorities, they want to be compared to have the same importance as a white woman. And it's sickening. And I'm not saying that white women have more of a what's the name, but nothing like that. But really, that's what it is. Most minority women, they're fighting for the position of being highlighted and heralded the same way as a white woman is, and a blonde-headed white woman at that in society. That's really what their ambition is about. Their ambition has nothing to do with destroying black men specifically, but if you're in the way of that, they will destroy you. If you're in the way of that, say even in the conversation, they will destroy you. If you're in the way of that, then we have a problem. And right now, Puff is in the way of these hoes getting their money. They just want to sit around talk about shit. Bitches got boyfriends and husbands. I ain't never heard Don Richard. Listen, Don, let me tell you something. Let me tell you and Sarah something, because I keep on wanting to start this article. Let me tell you and Don something, right? Before I start this. Freddie P. Y'all make sure y'all double tap the screen and hit the like button. Also, make sure y'all hit up the Cash App, Venmo, PayPal in the description box. Let me tell you something. Freddie P and motherfucking Chopper, both on camera, talking to that nigga over there. Was it the Art of Disaster, Art of Dialogue, whatever this shit's called? He's over there talking to both of them, and on multiple occasions they give detailed examples of how you slid off. You know what I'm saying? Did what you did, took one in the jaw, whatever you was doing. You know what I'm saying? Voluntarily, they said. Ain't nobody say Puff came down and snatched you up and you came back crying and shit like that. In one situation, you came back and told Chopper was, Freddie P was going. That's what Freddie said. And I believe Freddie on that shit. But I told you, that's nephew. Like a lot of niggas thought when I was talking about Freddie P, it was like, yo, you got beef with Freddie? I'm saying, nah, motherfucker, shut the fuck up and mind your business. This family business, niggas. Mind your motherfucking business. If he was outside, we would have beat you the fuck up for getting involved in our business. Both of us. Mind your motherfucking business with grown people talking. So like I was saying, Freddie P was on there wilding a little something. He was talking some shit that might have got you motherfucking motherfucker. That's why I told Freddie P, hey, nigga, shut the fuck up talking all that shit like that. The fuck? Elude, nigga, don't pursue to motherfucking endure yourself into a motherfucking regoo. You understand? You did it, huh? God damn, talk to your gardens. So anyway, trying to talk to your gardens. You understand? Trying to talk to you, Broward. You understand? No, shut the fuck up. You know these motherfuckers channels talking shit like that. Then a nigga chop it up and everything like that, and you ain't got no licensing agreement with the motherfucker, so the motherfucker can give it to whoever. No, or get it subpoenaed. You understand? So what I'm talking about with Sara is that you had Freddie P and you had Chun Chopper, both formerly of her band, her group, and they were both on there and they was both saying the same thing. Hey, Shorty was sleeping with Puff. Shorty would go upstairs and voluntarily slob or Puff. And she did all this while she had a man. See, a lot of people don't know Sara was married the whole goddamn time. Y'all ain't know that? Sara, in fact, has a new man now, but prior to her new man and the new relationship that Sara has right now, Sara was in jail because of that same man, and she attacked him somehow or another that they decided it was enough to give this bitch a month. Y'all don't believe me? Hold on. Y'all don't believe me? Y'all don't believe me, huh? I got you. I understand. Let's put the let's pull up the evidence. Sara went to jail for domestic violence. She said it on her husband somehow or another in front of the kids, and then when she got out of jail, she wasn't the nicest person either. And I'm gonna let y'all see what I'm talking about. We're gonna start doing this a little bit different here. Yeah, here's the video I made. I made this 7 months ago.
Sara Stokes was arrested in jail after a knockdown drag-out brawl with her husband of 19 years. And I come out here, and I'm stressed. As soon as I get the day on the street, boom, I'm stressed. I should have been in there for no domestic violence stuff. I felt like he should have been there with me. Thank you. You've done a great job.
See, I didn't know that shit, huh? Say it one more time.
Sara Stokes was arrested in jail after a knockdown drag-out brawl with her husband of 19 years. And I come out here, and I'm stressed. As soon as I get the day on the street, boom, I'm stressed. I should have been in there for no domestic violence stuff. I felt like he should have been there with me. Thank you. You've done a great job.
She came out the jail yelling at the boy. She came out the jail yelling at the boy. Here's another one. And right here, I'll play this little bit of this clip right here. Hold on one second. Let me turn that down. I got another one for you. I'll let y'all see this. I'm going to skip through this one like that, though. I ain't going to play this one pretty much because you do certain things. But this chick right here, she's violent. You understand what I'm saying? Now, here she is right here. And this is what her husband served her divorce papers.
It's time to let go. When things are not
19 years.
And it only getting worse and worse to the point where now I'm in jail. What do you think is after jail? Me and Dad are toxic. I see it. I'm feeling it. I'm living it.
There's just so much.
Hold on, let me turn this off real quick, y'all.
We have to go through, and that's make us strong, Mom. Through everything. 18 years didn't just go down the drain of like, okay, now we're just gonna stop. And just stop loving each other, stop being together.
This is not my life, man. This is not the life that I want you to see me displaying. I'm away from y'all. I can't even hug you guys. As a mother, like, honestly, I just was feeling like, what kind of failure kind of mom am I?
You really want to really get real? Baby, you said 18 years. Let's get really real.
Don't bring up no stuff and then let me go ham on you.
Don't.
You tried to sabotage everything I've ever had.
Oh, I just been a horrible guy.
I just didn't.
I've been through some with you.
And I've been through some with you that no other chick would have took. They would have dropped you to the curb 2 seconds.
Really?
Yeah. I was so pissed at Tony. I'm like, how dare you?
Well, we can get past all that. Only thing I'm trying to find out is what's up with you.
What's up is
What
I'm
are
trying
you
to get some
gonna
peace
do?
of mind.
All right. So what do you want to do?
I got more peace of mind in jail. That's messed up.
Really?
I'm just saying, it's like too much.
Hey, Sarah, is Elijah my son? Is he my son? No, not low. We gonna go in the middle. Is he my son?
Is that you?
Is he my son?
Like, where is your heart, man? That's his son.
What make a nigga ask that question though? Can we stop right there for a second? Listen, I done know many of men that asked that question before. Y'all done seen many of videos that have popped up online before nowadays. Is he wrong for asking that question? And why would a man that's been with this girl for 18 years, 19 years, Sara Stokes, as she's originally known, why would she now be questioned about that? Now, this video right here is when she first got out of jail. Now, I'm gonna play something else for y'all or whatever, because I want y'all to see what actually was going on here. You understand what I'm saying? Sara had been through a lot, man. And like I said, we ain't sitting up here trying to, you know what I mean, take a shenanigan now, you know what I mean, on her. But we gotta make it clear that Sara wasn't one of the greatest people in the world, like she trying to portray like she was. You was a, you know what I'm saying, convicted, you know what I'm saying? So here's another one right here that I want y'all to see, and this is from an excerpt, I believe, when she first got out of jail. I believe this is it. Yeah, here it is. And this is what she looked like.
You know, that sob, that deep sob, like, why did I end up here? Like, what happened? You know, where did I go wrong? I just couldn't believe that I was really at that point in my life where I was, you know, incarcerated. I was locked up.
And what happened? Because I know we've never talked about the full thing. How did you end up having to go to jail?
Yeah, me and my husband got into it, but, you know, we've been married for 18 years, so we know what pushed each other's buttons and lost control a little bit. And I ended up in jail. What was like, dang, really? With the orange on?
It was like a domestic
Look at her.
violence. Yeah, okay.
I mean, that actually, like I said, it opened my eyes. Like, what's really important? You know, you can be in the entertainment business, you can have your job and be successful and all that, but really what matters in the end is your family.
Listening to Sara really, really takes me back, reminds me of my own situation with my family. I hope that she's able to take everything and make the right decisions for herself and her family. Just to kind of share something with you, my ex-husband and I became great friends. We co-parent and all that. So if in fact there's a point where you feel like, you know what, this is probably not the best thing for me, you know, if you're not happy emotionally, because staying for the kids is great, but at the end of the day,
So she tried to get some help. I wanted to be honest and let y'all see that. You know what I'm saying? She tried to get some help. She tried to get some help. I want to show y'all one other one here, because I think it's important to show that one. I don't like to show her in a bad light. You know what I'm saying? I want to show that she tried to get some help. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said we ain't fully trying to, you know, take a dump on Sara or whatever, but it must be talked about. You understand what I'm saying? It must be talked about, Sara. You out here acting like you was living a squeaky clean lifestyle or something, man. You wasn't. Huh? Y'all give me 1 second. I'm gonna share this real quick before I continue to go live. Let's make sure y'all hit up the Cash App, support the channel, Venmo and PayPal in the description box. Also in the link that I'm sharing, you can find all through whatever.
Life, but he helped ruin mine. Boyfriend beat her so badly one time that
no damn domestic violence.
I'm a fucking singer. My mother's boy.
I want y'all to see this part right
Many
here.
children had their lives cut short because of domestic violence.
Violence is prevalent in our society. Unfortunately, many people have experienced or even watched
Now, this
their
is Sara
loved ones go
Stokes.
to prison
Diddy's former artist from making the band, who's got a lawsuit against him, and 21 of the 22 charges she had were dropped.
Yeah, I just don't want it to be about no damn domestic violence. I'm a fucking singer! My mother's boyfriend beat her so badly one time that I had to go see her at the hospital. That really did something to me. Not only did he ruin my mother's life, but he helped ruin mine.
She has trauma. You understand me?
This the second time. Yeah, but see, this is that
Now listen to
was
this.
gonna plead guilty, so they pushed.
This is her husband at the time. Now listen to him.
Well, guess what happened? We went up to the court, and I guess Jay decided he's gonna plead guilty, so they pushed it, like they did for Eva. I mean, for Gabby and her court date, and adjourned it. So that means that he's gonna plead guilty now. That's what the prosecutor told us today. Yeah, he wasn't even there today. He's gonna plead guilty to. This the second time. Yeah, but see, this is that was the pre-trial. He pushed all that kind of stuff. He want to get straight at it now. So, yeah.
So what, he gonna tell the truth that he actually mess with everybody if he gonna take it all away?
No, he's not gonna take it all away. The thing about him and what he wants to do, he don't want to have to tell the truth. So he's now deciding he's gonna plead guilty. He did that the last time with my friend. He had actually just decided to plead guilty, and then after that, he was like, well, I just did it because they was going to probably prove me guilty anyway, because she's a little white girl, and, you know, he was just basically saying he wasn't going to be able to win no way, so he decided to go ahead and plead guilty. So that gave him another chance not to tell the truth. So this is like another moment where he ain't got to come out and say, yeah, I did do that. Or any evidence coming into the courtroom. Well, see, the thing of it is
And the reason I played this clip, because what I wanted y'all to understand was Sara has always been kind of like traumatized. Now that we're finding out, she's always been kind of traumatized. That's her right there. She's always been kind of traumatized or whatever. You can see some of the things that even happen in her personal life are traumatizing as well. Right there, they were talking about someone, and I'm not going to be this really detailed on what that person did, but I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. That's why I just let it play. And so, you know, sometimes, and how can I explain it? Sometimes I think a lot of these girls that get into the music business, like, let me explain something to you, because I'm a musician. When you start doing music, I started out doing music, I'll tell you, it was very interesting. And then I'll get into this. I'm not going to end the show anytime soon, so y'all guys got time for me. Can you please do me a favor? Don't hit that, double tap the screen and hit the like button. I appreciate it. As somebody that was in the music business and still around the music business, somebody that's working on a new album, we started doing music. I'll say me. I started doing music by writing poems to girls. I'm dead serious. I used to write poems to girls when I was like in, I don't know, 8th or 9th grade. It was a thing to do then. Write a poem to a chick, tell a chick you liked her. Everybody was kind of romantic and shit like that back then in times. And so it evolved from that into writing rhymes. The first time I heard Nas. Nas is my inspiration for writing. That's why when everybody asks, who's your favorite artist? I always say Nas, because Nas is the one that got me to start rapping. And so I never heard Nas, and the first song I heard from Nas was Life's a Bitch. That was the first song I ever heard from Nas. Well, it was a combination of Nas and then I definitely want to say Raekwon the Chef too. Raekwon the Chef, definitely those guys. They got me into the craft of wanting to, you know what I mean? You know, create music. But the influence was way before then. Jamaican music, Latin music, all before then. Brazilian samba, all before then. Anyway, long story short, we start out when we do music because we're in a lost place, or we want to, you know, like, express ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Well, other people can't understand it or whatever. That's why you heard Sara say, I'm a musician. You understand what I'm saying? This is like our mentality. And so as artists, we start out doing this music because we have good intentions. We have this euphoria within us. We have this light in us. But some people, as time goes on, they lose that light. And your light can turn off, but you can turn the light back on too. I did. You know what I'm saying? And it's actually better than it was before. Sometimes when you're a musician and you get those little periods, those gray periods where you can't really think of nothing that's great music per se at the time, you end up coming back being even better because everything that you was missing from that moment, when you come back, your mind has somehow filled to solve those problems. And so as musicians, Sara, Stokes, and many of us others, sometimes the light dims in some of us. Respectfully, what you bitches need to do is get that light back in you. You will be alright. You understand? Now you think Cassie gonna come out with a new project now? That bitch got $30 million and a new baby. You think Don Rashad's gonna come out with a new album after if she gets any money? Fuck no. Do you think that Sarah Stokes is going to do a new album if she wins any money? No, because nobody's going to give a fuck. That's a tragic ending of women artists. Sometimes people just, and it happens to men too, but sometimes with the women artists, they just can't maintain no fans. They're really hard. Motherfucking fans are hard on female artists. I'm trying to tell you. Ask Demi Lovato. I should have said, why did I say that? I should have said, ask Gary Hilson, shit. Ask Nicole Ray. Ask Tidra Moses. Ask Olivia. Ask, who else? Who else could I think of? Who else was out here? Damn, there's so many girls. Vita. As there's so many girls, man. Jesus Christ, I could think of just hundreds and hundreds of girls groups. There's so and rappers too. You know what I mean? There was so many rap females that came and went, whatever. Hey, how you doing? The shelf life for a lot of female artists ain't the same. It doesn't even matter what genre they're in, whether they're rapping, singing, or whatever. It's just not long for as many of them as it is for the men. The men get a little bit more steply. Because as men get older, they're looked at a different way in society, I believe. And I'm talking about internationally, the men are. And as men get older, they're looked at as being more opulent, able to provide, and able to protect. As we get older, we get stronger. And so some women, they get older, they get stronger too. But most men are not. Even if you're an older man, you're not looking for an older woman. You know what I mean? Like, I'll give you an example. I put in the subtitle, I put interracial dating, right? And Sarah's a product of interracial dating. That's why I put that there. And I can tell you my experience with dating biracial girls. Out of let's say out of 5 of them I've dated in my whole lifetime, at least 3 of them bitches have been crazier than motherfucker. Like nuttier than squirrel shit. I'm dead serious. You know what I'm saying? They always got some type of shit going on. Like, one day, and usually pretty, and it's hard for them to compare their beauty to other people because most people around them don't look like them. So it's hard to compare. So it's hard to compare your beauty or how you look to white people or black people. It's hard to compare your beauty to white people because of pure simple fact they don't understand your beauty. They just look at you. Kind of most of them just still look at you as black. And then black people, it's hard to commit to showing them your beauty because a lot of times the girls are jealous of you, or a lot of times the girls want to harm you or hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And I think some of you girls in the chat room can identify with that, even if you're not biracial. You know what I'm saying? So please take it in a matter of that. I'm dead serious. They will try to beat you up or whatever. Put a light-skinned pretty bitch in a school with a whole bunch of ruffian bitches from the projects and see what happened to her. I dare you. Go ahead. See, I don't talk that make-believe shit over here. Oh, I don't feel like that. No, we're talking about what's really going on versus how you feel. And that's what's really going on. And so, Sara, she just said her own self, I went through a lot of trauma. I saw my mom get beat up so bad, y'all heard in that clip, that I had to spend time with her at the hospital. I was like, wow, that's crazy. And I feel sorry for her. But she's been married. She was married for 19 years, and that dude you see right there that was with her, he was with her back when she was on Making the Band. He done rolled the whole ride out with her. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. What the fuck you say? I love you. Please don't go bull, man. Get the fuck out of my chat. Get out of my chat. How much chat? We was just talking about silly niggas like you just a minute ago. Go find something to do with your life, man. In here early in the morning trolling men like a sissy. That's who do that shit. Sissy men. And trolling early in the morning for free. Y'all ain't even got enough subscribers to get. That's what I be looking for. I be like, does this motherfucker even have enough subscribers to have a page that's monetized to actually be making money off his trolling? That shit is funny to me. Anyway, keep it moving. Sara went forward and she tried to sue Puff, talking about unwanted lost wages, a whole bunch of litany of different things that she's saying she's claiming she's lost somehow or another, whatever the case may be. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, right? 21 of the 22 charges that she had put up against him or whatever, somehow or another have been sequestered and removed. So, and they've been removed with prejudice, meaning that she can't refile these same charges. And I'm just like, wow, that's deep right there. I know she's got to be mad about that. And she was. So I want y'all to hear what Sara had to say. I had to come back around to that to get the point across. And before I do that, let me make sure I share this real quick. Because we like to, when I try to get the whole story, they don't like that. When I get a half story, they don't like that. Like, y'all got to make up your mind. I will not be silenced. Now she goes by Sara Rivers instead of Sara Stokes. Sara Rivers responds to judge dismissing 21 or 22 claims in a lawsuit against Diddy. Sara Rivers filed a lawsuit against Diddy in February, and the court now dismissed 21 charges against the rapper. Sara Rivers has recently responded after the court ordered the dismissal of 21 of the 22 allegations made by Rivers against the rapper. Notably, accusations are associated with a lawsuit filed by Sara in February of this year, alleging that she was sexually harassed by Diddy, had to work in uncomfortable conditions, and etc. The art of dialogue obtained, and you see, this is what I'm talking about, because I'm reading from a major publication right now. And right now, the art of dialogue is set right here and hits. And you got to remember the art of dialogue. If you're listening, they're going to come and they're going to try to grab up them same pieces of what's the name, of Freddie P and this one in a minute, too. See, when y'all want to get into the gossip game, you got to remember, gossip game come with legality nowadays. That's why I don't do it. The Art of Dialogue obtained a video from Sara Rivers on August 16, 2025, where she is referred to how the court dismissed the allegations against Diddy. She further stated, "The fight was never about the headlines. It's about the truth, accountability, and justice for me and for every other survivor." There she go with that other shit. Well, the survivors are the strippers. Not you, bitch. The strippers. That's what the court has determined. The survivors are the strippers. Okay? The Art of Dialogue obtained a video from Sara Rivers on August 16, 2025, where she referred to how the court dismissed the allegations against Diddy. She further stated, "This fight was never about the headlines. It was about the truth, accountability, and justice for me and for every other survivor that's been told they should just give up. I will not be silenced, and I will not be intimidated, and I will see this thing through, and I will blah, 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 blah." Bitch, shut up. Shut up, bitch. Sara Rivers from MTV making the band response, and that's it. Don't nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody give a fuck. Sara, don't nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody give a fuck. Like, you know what the problem is right now is, when it comes to this Diddy thing, a lot of these chicks is out here and they trying to act like they so motherfucking tough and shit like that. If y'all bitches are so tough, y'all should have filed these lawsuits and told all this shit in the media 10, 15 fucking years ago. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it should have been at. You know what I mean? And it's crazy that it wasn't there. Anyway, continuing on to read here. Don't think because y'all got all that unlimited amount of baby oil, y'all gonna slide. That's what she wrote. And she's a silly bitch. The singer and act. You want to talk about baby oil back when you was on Making the Band, bitch? Excuse me, I'm sorry. I missed that she wrote that in the caption. In the caption, she wrote, "Sara Rivers from MTV's Making the Band responds to the judge tossing out 21 of the 22 claims in a lawsuit against Diddy and says the sexual assault claim is very much still alive. Don't think," what she said, and this is what she says after it. She says, "Don't think because y'all got an unlimited amount of baby oil or some silly shit. Like, bitch, that means you was around getting baby oil down too, because Freddie P and motherfucking Chopper said you was down there busting down." Where you going, Sara? To bust down. Woohoo, Sara. Well, Diddy. You was busting down. And that's really what the problem is here. Bitches don't want motherfucking admit, yo, I was giving sloppy toppy. Well, I think I was getting an opportunity. Happens, I guess. I don't know. Sarah Rivers, don't think because y'all got a limited amount of baby oil, y'all gonna slide this through this. Like, that shit is corny. You's a corny bitch. You's a corny auntie looking bitch. Like, stop it, auntie. Don't nobody give a fuck. Anyway, she's claiming that she's gonna come back from PUP or whatever. Out of 21 of the 22 charges were dropped. The only reason the 22nd one wasn't dropped because a separate circuit a circuit judge has to decide on that. So it's a separate court that has to decide on the 22nd charge. They still so basically it's held in limbo. Let's put it that way. So into that court or that judge or whoever decides on whatever that's going to be the outcome of that one remaining charge. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Now, this is what my wrap up is about Sara. I showed y'all a little bit in the clips what Sarah's behavior was like. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that was a man acting like that, the chicks would have all kinds of opinions and everything else or whatever. But since it's not a chick, since it's not a dude and it's a chick, they don't. They're on the side of Sara. Sara, you're so right. And this whole sisterhood shit is really the problem. You know what I'm saying? This sisterhood shit offers excuses to bitches that don't deserve excuses. You know, they were over there defending that chick that said she got hit with a brick. How do you know she didn't get hit with a brick? I said, because bitch, she would have been knocked the fuck out and not been able to get the fuck up. You ever seen a motherfucker get hit with a brick? I saw a motherfucker get hit with a wine bottle one night, nigga. Nigga grabbed it off the corner. It was in a box for the trash. Nigga picked that shit up and said, gone. I said, oh shit, no, you stop. You gonna kill him. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was that type of vibe. And so, you know, like, you ain't gonna get hit with a brick, bro, and think everything's all right. So it's kind of funny sometimes what goes on to these conversations. But with Sarah Stokes, I would say this. You saw the chick went to jail for domestic violence. You understand what I'm saying? She had been with that dude for 19 years, including her years on Making the Band. She came to Making the Band with him. You understand what I'm saying? Anybody that was back during them days that can vouch for me, they know what I'm talking about. She was with him back then, Sarah Stokes' husband. So, as we fast forward and everything like that, he doesn't have anything to do with it. And she's remarried now. So I'm wondering who's putting her up to what? Could her husband be putting her up to suing Puff? Because you ain't been talking about... One point is, you weren't talking about this for 19 years. You was married to your husband. He ain't came out and spoke about nothing. He ain't said, yeah, she told me all about what Diddy was doing. He ain't said no shit like that. I can't ask the question. I'm just asking. Your ex-husband ain't saying no shit like that, so why the fuck are you saying some shit like that? There's going to be a lot of people who don't like the way I talk or whatever. I'm just asking the question. The bitch said she would... That was back in 2004, right? We in 2025. The bitch ain't even motherfucking do nothing. Like 2004, 2006. I remember. I promoted their project. Just like I showed you, I promoted Don Rich's project. I promoted this bitch project too. And what I'm trying to tell you is, they was there from like 2004 to 2006. That's why some of their stories don't even match up when they be talking about certain shit. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck you taking up for Puff for. It always be these retarded motherfuckers in here, right? Dog, let me tell you something, right? Before you write something in somebody's chat room and don't realize how dumb you sound when you write it, remember this. Most of the people that are here know that I worked for Bad Boy for like 17 years. You understand what I'm saying? Next thing you're going to know about me is any real nigga, because you trying to act like you a real nigga wouldn't be sitting around right now in my chat room talking about what the court decided was wrong. I'll give you an example. Right now, you got a nigga that you knew somewhere in your lifetime or your lifeline and then shot at somebody in the corner, dealing drugs in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even next door to you in your building. And yet and still, you ain't never raised a voice or raised a concern about that nigga, but you worried about a nigga that you don't even live in the same motherfucking financial bracket as him. You don't live in the same neighborhood as him. So my advice to you as a troll is, my nigga, if you gonna come in here and you gonna advocate for everybody to be anti-Diddy, nigga, let's be anti some of them niggas that's in your neighborhood. You understand what I'm saying? Let's be anti some of these drug dealers that's in the name. Let's be anti-motherfucking child molesters from every point of view and spectrum. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? If that's how you feel. But I'm not gonna sit here and bash on a motherfucker that got what's the name, got basically exonerated from the most heinous shit. I'm not gonna sit there. I wasn't gonna bash on them back then because I just don't feel bashing on black men advocating towards the prison is the way to do. Nor am I gonna sit here and publicly shame this motherfucker when literally a jury has decided that that's not the expectations of the motherfucking what's the name of the court. So at that point, man, I'm just like, yo, whatever. Y'all want to give him that same OJ treatment? It ain't gonna work. You understand what I'm saying? But y'all don't want to be in the, y'all don't want to what's the word I'm looking for? Y'all don't want to demonize Harvey Weinstein. Y'all want to, and that nigga got a mistrial. Y'all want to demonize him though. Y'all don't want to demonize a nigga from Abercrombie and Fitch and put him in the highlight. I'm talking to black and white motherfuckers. Black and white motherfuckers. That's all y'all want to talk about is Puff. At the most, Puff beat a chick ass. All right, cool. Some of y'all niggas right now, your housing projects, y'all know a bitch has been getting beat for the past 3 years. Did you go over there to help her? Did you pull that nigga off of her when she was beating her? No, shut up. There be a lot of hypocrites on this joint or whatever. Some of these motherfuckers, they be sitting up there. Your mama a bitch. Your mama a slut too. And just for saying that shit, fuck you and fuck your mama. So anyway, listen. Like that bitch nigga right there, right? That ain't got shit going on. You understand what I'm saying? It is what it is, dog. It is what it is. There is chicks right now in the hood in the housing projects getting taken advantage of sexually. I'm talking about young girls too. Motherfucking, and you can't tell me that. I done took y'all. I done took y'all everywhere from the ghettos to ghetto. I done took y'all over to fucking, we was over there, anniversary of hip hop shit. Where the fuck was we at? We was in the Bronx, boy. Sedgwick. You understand what I'm saying? I done took y'all from the hills of Sedgwick. I done took y'all to Queensbridge. I done took y'all to Marcy. I be in all of them. You understand what I'm saying? Right here on this channel. And so, you know what I'm saying? Some nigga in here talking about stop going live. These niggas are crackheads. Anyway, those are real crackheads right there. I've been through all of them. So for me, you know what I'm saying? For me, it's like, I don't really see the effort to ignore those things that are happening around there and nobody speak on it. And then when somebody like me or other people speak on it, it's like you get the little less interest because so many people here on YouTube are infatuated with giggles and keys and laughing and everything like that instead of paying attention to the real shit. The real shit is y'all niggas is all on Puff, but y'all ain't on these other niggas that been doing worse shit. That nigga from Abercrombie and Fitch over there was having boys do auditions for men that were later on going to molest them. And their dreams and ambitious were to become Abercrombie Fitch models. That's why they were there. And this crooked dude took some of them with promise of a what's the name and took advantage of them. You know what they did for him? Since he was 80 years old, they allowed him to bond out. That's for one. He has multiple charges on him. They allowed him to bond out. Okay, and he came home with an ankle bracelet. You understand what I'm saying? 2, you know what I mean? Now, there was a court order to send him down to a psychiatrist type of prison so they could evaluate him and see if he was reasonably enough ready to stand trial. This poor man, this poor man. Basically what they did, they sent the nigga to a nursing home. They said, listen, man, even if we sentence you, ain't nobody gonna give a fuck. You 80. That's when they do that. That's basically what they do. They hold him out there. He spend the rest of his days there, and then all of a sudden, mysteriously, he dies in custody, never to see trial a day in his life. Because if they try him, what happens? Abercrombie Fitch, the name becomes center stage in the lawsuit. That's why. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand at all. Anyway, but it's all right for the black man's business to get crumble and get taken over and get 30 million taken from him, basically off of a motherfucking bitch strong arming him. You understand what I'm saying? That bitch strong arm Puff. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You understand what I'm saying? What it is y'all motherfuckers that have been raised by single mamas are some of the biggest problems in the United States. And I'm not just talking about the black dudes, I'm talking about the white dudes and the Spanish dudes too. These niggas have been raised by single mamas. I keep trying to tell you, it's not all single mom raised dudes, because a lot of these single moms were good women. They had brothers, they had uncles, they had daddies. You understand what I'm saying? So if they weren't able to instill those things into their boys themselves, they had enough influence male to instill them values into them. So it wasn't no need to worry. So I'm not talking to y'all single mothers. I'm talking about Keisha and them bitches. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Puquana and them bitches. I'm talking about Starkeisha and them. You understand what I'm saying? Starkeisha, Keisha, and them bitches. The children they didn't have ain't about shit. You understand what I'm saying? And y'all scared that, well, everybody can't be saved. You don't believe me? The devil couldn't be saved and trying to betray Jesus. I mean, trying to betray God. So what happened? God gave him his own address. And that nigga was the leader of the choir for heaven. I ain't speaking nothing but from the motherfucking golden scriptures. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking from the scriptures. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm doing. I'm just speaking from the scriptures. So my point is, let me say this a different way. I don't want to fret nobody. Let's just conclude with Sara real quick because I want to move on to Don. With Sara Stokes, the deception is definitely there. Sweetheart, you were convicted of beating your husband. You did jail time for beating your husband. Now you up here trying to sue Puff, talking about Puff abused you. Well, bitch, we all know. If you and that nigga been together for 19 years, y'all got into shit like that before. That's why you went to jail for domestic violence. This time, this was the worst time that you got caught. This based off the fact, and y'all had to listen to another thing that she said too that y'all didn't hear. That Sara so said. She said, I remember when I was a little girl, I saw my mama get beat up so bad I had to go visit her in the hospital. You should listen to when she say that because there's a lot of girls out here that are like that and they grew up in these single parent homes. And the mama got a boyfriend here, boyfriend there, you know, the nigga that pulled up in the IROC back in the day. Hey mama, that man out there again. Hey, come on down, bitch. Okay, I'm coming. You know what I mean? So your mama might have been that bitch. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Niggas know your mama, Slink Johnson. So niggas know your mama. You know, that's all I'm saying. So anyway, you know what I mean? She could have been that, you know, whatever, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But she said men used to beat her mama. And a lot of these girls, they have little boyfriends and they be doing shit all in front of their kids or whatever. I remember enough times I'd have been over bitches' houses and been sitting there, whatever, black, white, Latin, all alike. You sitting there and we drinking or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking to myself, damn, these kids looking at us and shit. And the parents be like, don't worry about them. They hide. They say it all the time. I done heard a bitch say that at least 20 times in my life. At least 20 times. They be alright. They see niggas smoke all the time. I said, oh shit, bitch. So you smoke around your kids all the time? Your kids in here getting high, bitch. You dumb hoe. Your kids getting high right now, bitch. It's like 4 niggas in here smoking right now. What the fuck is wrong? It's all in the air. Niggas is smoking bud. Niggas is smoking cigarettes. Niggas is drinking. And little baby Ray running through the motherfucking living room. You see what I'm saying? So Sara was a product of that too. You can tell. You can hear what I was saying. She said my mama's boyfriend. There's a lot of these girls out here that their mama's boyfriends did some shit to them. You understand what I'm saying? Because mama's boyfriend happened to always be of the urban criminal aspect. You understand what I'm saying? All these black and Latin women love a motherfucking criminal. Black and Latin women love a motherfucking by the barrel too because of pure simple fact you can control that nigga. White women control their men too, but they control them with kindness. Black and Latin women, they try to lead the motherfucking relationship. I'm like, bitch, you ain't leading me a motherfucking where. You know what I'm saying? What's the purpose of me if I'm letting you lead me? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't had girls stop talking to me because I talk like that. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Bye, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't meant for me. Because if you allow, first of all, a woman ain't gonna never have no respect for you if you allow her to lead everything. You allow her to get ahead. You're gonna allow her to do her thing. Shit, you're gonna allow her to become the top of her job. You understand what I'm saying? But my point is, don't let that bitch lead your household. Don't let that bitch lead the household. I'm trying to tell you, don't let no bitch lead your household. And you sitting in that household and you paying most of the bills, that bitch will never respect you. She'll never respect you. Gotta get you guys to double tap the screen and hit the like button. We got over 160 people in here and only 32 likes. Damn, the hate is deep for a nigga on motherfucking YouTube. I want to talk about something real quick before I go into Don Richard. I want to talk about interracial dating. Because Sara, if you can see, is a product of interracial dating. She's biracial. So I'm assuming her mom is white. Let me tell y'all something, man. On a daily basis, I get up here and I hear women or in different apps, I hear women say, "You better stay away from the white girls. They gonna get you. You better stay away from the white girls." But as you see, like I was saying earlier, even if you look at Diddy's case, it wasn't one white chick that accused him or nothing. I don't believe, was it? Every chick that was involved in the case was a black chick. Damn, I got one like out of 160 people in here, and 20 people dropped off because I said hit the like button. Wow, boy. The racist, like, it's been a lot of racism been happening here lately on YouTube, and a lot of misandrous, and then a lot of weirdo shit with like niggas following you that have no intent on donating to you, no intent on even hitting the like button, no intent on supporting the channel, no nothing. That's why I said, like, yeah, I think I'm gonna stop fucking with this live shit unless I gotta do it. You know what I mean? Like, if I gotta do it, I do it. But I would suggest to a lot of different bloggers, stop, like, kind of like what that person said, and I kind of blocked them for saying that. Stop going live, son. Like, your money now is going to come from investing into Google. Stop wearing, like, even stop cultivating your shows to be around, like, fitting. Before I go into the interracial dating thing, stop. This is my suggestion to you. Number one, stop going live for these folks. Like, if you see yourself start deducing their money, just stop going live. Let the bitches go live. That's what's going on right now. The women are so much misandrous, lesbians, um, toxic feminists, and the men are so suck on a titty and back of them that you're not going to get the bitches or the men to support you unless you're talking about something unilaterally that they support. You understand what I'm saying? They're like a monolithic, tribalistic, fucking collective of retards now. You know what I'm saying? These are not the same culture of people you once knew where they would stand on something. Now these niggas don't stand on nothing but capitalism and trying to be popular and clout chasing. That's the formats they stand on. You understand what I'm saying? And they will fucking cut your throat if they need to get ahead. Trust me on this. You know what I'm saying? That's why you always got to be ready to poke a motherfucker. So listen what I'm telling you, right? Honestly and truthfully, I love doing this live shit with y'all. I really do. I love having these conversations with you or whatever. And it's not necessarily the people that are, how can you say it? The people that subscribe to me or whatever. I'm not even talking to y'all. I'm talking about y'all won't understand it, but I understand it. How they've changed this algorithm up here on YouTube, and we literally have strangers coming to, they purposely point us out to strangers so we won't receive revenue from our supporters. If we're not receiving revenue on our support, it worked out exactly the way they wanted it to. If we're not receiving revenue from our supporters, then what they're doing is they're saying, well, you got to work towards getting AdSense, or you're going to have to put in more work doing AdSense. Like, these niggas will send you messages and talk about, yo, you need to put in more output. Like, shit like that is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I could be on point and everything like that, brother, and I appreciate you saying that. Thank you very much. What's his name? Brilliant Culture. I can respect a man like that. The problem is that, I mean, talking is talking, but you know what I'm saying, and being friendly, but dog, I'm doing this every day, and it's not like I just showed up here. I've been here for 5 years, and at one point I did get donations. At one point I did get some, but what happens is you get black Americans. A lot of black Americans are very crab in the bucket mentality. They don't stick together. And I'm black and Cuban, okay? Yo soy cubano la marena. And so, like, for me, they, like, I knew the first time I spoke Spanish on here, that would pretty much put my nail in my coffin. Because a lot of these, I don't know, these people in these different little groups or whatever, they've now grown a thing, and which is weird as fuck to me because they homogenize, I mean, not homogenize, they honor Tupac Shakur, but Tupac Shakur's godmother had been in Cuba for years, especially with a lot of other Black Panthers. They were hidden in Cuba on purpose by Fidel Castro. Fidel Castro, like, put his life on the line to hide Black Americans hiding from the U.S. government. And even when they had a U.S. embassy in Cuba, you know what I'm saying? And so you would think, like, you know what I mean, they would be a little privy, but if you get 3 or 4 voices that can tell you, you know, snow bunnies never, black queens forever, or they can tell you, that's a tether. That's a tether. I still think that nigga moist. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's a tether. Only a moist nigga would talk like, that's a tether. It's a tether. I know when that motherfucker was on CNN. Tucker, listen, Tucker. Tucker, I'm Tariq Nasheed. Tucker. Go pull up that clip. Tucker. Oh, sissy ass motherfucker. You know I don't like him? Because he's another one of those communist type motherfuckers. they, like, all those guys got one thing in common. They all use communist, and trust me, I know. They use communist techniques to kind of like control people, whether it be psychological, which is a communist trait, whether it be through vilification, meaning vilifying someone and making them look like they're the enemy. You know what I'm saying? That's the Tariq dude's purpose as a part of communism. You know what I'm saying? Or either it's the third form of communism, which is financially, which they tell people, don't donate to this person, don't support this person. Like, I literally did a post on that Saturday, and on Sunday I go over to Night and Day Network's channel, and they got a motherfucker on there. What's his name? The Basic Black Podcast. I would never go watch that cocksucker motherfucker for just saying that shit. The more I watched it, I got even more and more mad. I was like, here's this flimsy motherfucker sitting up here talking like a bitch at a nightclub, talking about, yeah, and if I were you guys, I would donate to Umar Johnson. If I were you, I would stop donating to him. He got this big banner up there and shit like that. And I'm like, well, listen, man, people know they can look for themselves and see, what they want to donate to or won't donate to. But it started a movement of people, whatever. So you got niggas now online that don't want to see other people of color make money. So you got women that are at the helm of it. That's why you see over 100-something people in my chat room, but you don't see any likes, barely. You don't see any cash apps. You won't see any of that, because women, they are so much, like a lot of them bitches that left TikTok, they are so bent on vilifying men and making men, you know what I'm saying, their pawns or whatever. And I swear to God, I'll take 6 to 10 of you bitches out for that shit happen. But whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come at me like that. Like, I'm trying to tell you, you're not going to win with me like that. You understand what I'm saying? These bitches is online, and they basically sabotaging niggas so they can make money. So, as niggas are sitting around, these black queens, they're not calling you a black king, dog. They want your neck, nigga. They want your money. They want to take money from you. These bitches want you destroyed. And y'all still say, hey, baby, I love you, baby. I love you, baby. These bitches don't love you, nigga. They love white boys. You understand what I'm saying? They love any man other than you. You know what I mean? And y'all niggas still sitting up here bending on thunder. And then, like, I've watched this nigga. What's that bitch's name? I forgot what her name is. This old raggedy looking bitch too. And she made $1.3 million off an OnlyFans account last year. And one of the particular dudes that was donating to her the most, Ruby Rose, it might have been her. I don't know if it was her or somebody else. I think it was Ruby Rose or something like that. And the one dude was this goofy ass looking white dude, and he had put forth $1.3 million to this bitch. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, at this point, Cassie might as well start an OnlyFans account. Am I wrong for saying that? I'm sorry. I'm saying based on her past endeavors, she might as well start an OnlyFans account at this point. I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty sure she makes some money. It'd be like, yo, let me see what this bitch can do. I ain't see the puff tapes. I'm just saying, we'll see what the bitch can do. You know what I'm saying? Have Alex Spine over there in the corner watching. All right, that's enough. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. Yeah, it was Ruby Rose, right? Yeah. Thank you, Nyla. Rich ain't shit, exactly. Yo, for the niggas, man, I need y'all to put a couple dollars in the chat room, man. I mean, the Cash App, man. If you got Cash App, as a Venmo link, a PayPal link as well. I'm trying to get the men in the same order to know that, yo, y'all gotta support other men of color. Nigga, you know what it's like out here. When I said that, 20 niggas logged off. 20 niggas logged off just because I said support. You ain't even have to support. You could have just kept on moving. But if we ask for Cash Apps and we're men of color, we're begging. We're e-begging. So what's a white dude when they ask for Cash Apps? What are they? What's a white woman when she asked for Cash App? There was white women making money off the Diddy case. Why wasn't y'all trooping motherfuckers over there talking about this bitch making too much money? What happened to y'all when y'all was over there? See what I mean by this shit is targeted? So you got niggas trying to rally up and be communists, and it's just crazy, Brody. It's just crazy. Hold on, y'all. I'm just scratching my hair. Hey, y'all want to see my hair? That's my gray hair. Somebody asked me what my gray hair look like. My hair is very, like, I don't know, fine-ish, if you want to say. But the only thing I do is brush my hair like that. Your nose, it goes right straight. So it's like, I don't have bad hair. I don't know who. I like the vibes, but let's keep it a buck. There's still some solid ones out there. Yeah, it's cool. But, I mean, like, for me, I'll just say for me and my page, I have found out this year. Like, let me give you an example. What's my tablet? I'm gonna show you something. Let me show you. Let me show you something. Naila, stay right there, okay? Yes, the tablet. I'm gonna show you something. Before you guys, a lot of y'all got here, and some of y'all just now getting here now. Y'all didn't know that there was a lot of things that I used to do on this channel in regard to black people. A lot of stuff. I used to go to different events and things like that, take them to different locations or whatever, because I wanted these people in retrospect to see their history, especially for the kids, right? And that somehow or another backfired on me. Because one day when I was talking, did somebody just tell me cause our community? No, I'm not part of your community. No, if I was part of your community, I wouldn't even be up here asking for cash apps. No, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Your community, it says, has exiled me and said I'm not part of y'all because of the pure simple fact I stayed in a neutral zone for a black man that looked like me and that I used to work for. So that's what the black community will do for you. Now, y'all spoke in volumes during the Diddy case. Nah, I can't honestly sit up here and say that I trust black women. I can't. I've seen what this bitch and I'm loyal to. This is like 5 or 10 bitches that are all black up in the courtroom talking about, yo, this nigga did this nigga did that, this nigga did this nigga did that, and they saying other niggas did this nigga did that. It's too easy for a woman of color to sit around and say a nigga did this, a nigga did that, and then they sitting back and turning around and talking about, yo, don't nobody want to talk to us no more. Don't nobody want to approach us no more. Ain't that the conversations y'all be having? This is why. These men don't want to approach you unless I'm going to approach you because you look like you're a motherfucking predator. And within 5 to 10 years, what's going to happen is most black men are not even going to engage with chicks because the only example that they have, is that, especially from black women, is that, yo, you're going to try to sue me, get a baby in me, or whatever. I just saw the other day when Tiana Taylor, she had to pay back Amon Shepard $70,000. Y'all ain't talk about that? No, it's not about trust nobody. I don't do that. Everybody, anybody. I don't do those steps. So let me tell you why I don't do that. I live in Connecticut. 37% of my state is fucking Italian American. No, a lot of motherfuckers don't do the shit that y'all do. Let's get that shit out the conversation now. A lot of women, they like to go to that. Well, everybody does. We all do. Everybody does. It's kind of, no. Some shit is this specific. Like, I'll give you some specific shit. Black men tend to not fuck around with kids. But white men, if you go to the Department of Justice right now, you'll see very clearly that white men, this is a preference of theirs. You understand what I'm saying? I'll give you another example. Sexual assaults are not led by black men. They're led by white men. Go to the Department of Justice and look right now. If you don't believe that, go to the Bureau of Prisons and look it up for yourself. Fair? Fair. So what's happening is your own men are being scared to death because they're like, I'm not going to work for 10 or 15 fucking years, go to college or whatever the fuck else I'm doing, and get this business and have it all destroyed from a bitch. Now, if you need clarity, this shit has been going on since the beginning of the time. If you don't believe me, Lilith wouldn't listen, depending on your belief system. I believe in Lilith. Lilith wouldn't listen to motherfucking Adam. So God came down, destroyed that hoe, made out of Adam's rib, made Eve. That bitch got deceived. So all in one speck of 2 different women. You have one woman that wants to be defiant, and then you have the trait of another woman that's easy to be fooled. Symbolically, that's what Eve and Lilith both stand for, in my opinion. 1, you want to be defiant, and then 2, your other trait would be that you're easily fooled. I'm telling you bitches, you easily being fooled right now. If you walk into a courtroom and you think you're as important as a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman in this country, and you think they really give a fuck about you, all you gotta do is look at the outcome of Diddy case. They're gonna let you know real quick. All you gotta do is look at the outcome of a couple of these other cases. You're gonna learn real quick. This was an illusion brought upon about the Biden era. Biden made you bitches feel more special than you actually are. And I'm not talking about the women that something actually happened to them. I'm talking about these bitches with these fake claims trying to cash the fuck out. Because if you do remember, Puff ain't get convicted of shit that Cassie was talking about. Women that lie should be charged. They should be charged, but they're not going to be charged. Instead, they're going to be given empathy. There have been bitches that have been up on here on this YouTube channel and completely lied to their audience. And because Black and Latin audience prefer if people lie to them and make them feel good, they will donate to them. The fact that I don't lie and I can prove the shit that I'm saying makes me a threat to them because it doesn't go along with their narrative. Henceforth, they will sit in circles around their little friends and tell people, don't fuck with him. He doesn't like us. He's mad. Or if you characterize them and chastise them, it's, don't donate to him. Da, 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 da. It's mostly the chicks most of the time. But the niggas are so entwined with the bitches. Most of the time when you're talking to a black man, you're really talking to a black woman with a dick. Two trifling ass bitches. I'll say it for you again. Many times when you're talking to a black or Latin man, you're really talking to another black or Latin bitch. They act, especially Latin dudes. Latin dudes, like a lot of Latin dudes, act like bitches. You understand what I'm saying? Like bitches. Like literally bitches. You know what I'm saying? So, like, trust me when I tell you this. Yeah, I'm from Oakland, real soul. We dipping up here. I go for humanism's factory. My sister live outside of there, man. But that's still what's going on, man. I already know. 909 what's happening. 909 Modesto. What's the other one? She used to live out there too. Modesto, and then there's the other one outside of Orange. What the fuck is the name of that little ass county or whatever? I can't think of the name of it right now. She used to live out there too. He said, man, you ain't never lied. Nah, because I be too, yeah, no, 909, not 20. Oh, you on 209. All right, I got you. Yeah, she right outside of Oakland. What's the one that start with an F? I forgot what the fuck is the name of it. She used to live there too. What's the one that start with an F right outside of, damn, it starts with an F over there by the water and all that shit. Right outside Modesto. Something county, I forgot what it is. Fontana. There we go, Fontana. Shout out to Fontana. My little baby sister and shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about me if you fuck with her. She gonna shoot at you too. Go over there fucking with her church ass if you want to. My sister do church, but she got the rod of God. And the aim is good. You better leave her alone. She don't hesitate. I'm letting you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting you know she don't hesitate. Legally. You know what I mean? Used to be in the industry. What did you do? And who were you with? Quickly now. Don't tell me no lies. Who was you with and what did you do? Quickly now. Quickly. Come on. Don't take a long time. I don't like people when they take a long time. Come on. Who was you with and what did you do? That's one sentence. You're starting to worry me, Nayla. You ain't answering the question. I'm raising the eyebrows, getting higher and higher and higher. Who'd you work with? Was on tour. You was on tour with who? With him? Who's him? Was on tour with him. He tried some shit. I just checked him and kept moving. Oh, what's up? What's up, Dawn? I hear you. What's up, Dawn? What's up, Dawn? People, that was Don Richard. I thought that was you, bitch. Anyway, I'm gonna still talk about you too, ho. That was Dawn. That was Dawn. Oh, Dawn. So cute. That's cute, Dawn. You was over here listening to me. Run back and tell everybody. Because I see the play. Let's read about Dawn now. How about that? Since you want to be over here and shit, bitch. Because people know how I am. I don't like bitches. I don't like bitches that do shit like that. I like bitches, but I don't like bitches that do shit like that. I don't like bitches that just be out here just starting shit and everything like that. And I'm gonna finish talking about the what's the name too, the interracial dating thing too. So don't worry, we're not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Let me share this real quick, y'all. Make sure I get this out to everybody. She over there cracking up right now. How did he know it was me? I know it was you, ho. Rock with. That's why I asked her that on purpose. Some people, they got patterns, the way they talk, and I can pick up on it if you've been around. Hold on, because I had somebody else that did that before the other day too. Y'all be surprised who did it. You know what I'm saying? I had to keep on making sure I share things. Guys, make sure y'all double tap the screen, hit the like button. Also, make sure you hit up the Cash App, Venmo. Make sure you check out the PayPal option if you don't have Cash App. Let me make sure if anybody donate, I say thank you. That's a regular thing over here. It's nothing. The new thing now to do on YouTube, the new motive now is don't donate to nobody but the women. That's what's going on in black culture. That's why I get up here and I say whatever the fuck I want to say, because at the end of the day, it's a white man that's paying me. I made more money off the white man last month than I made off of niggas. Ain't that crazy? That's crazy, right? And then niggas be like, oh, yo, you got to stick with the culture, man. Them niggas don't give a fuck. Them niggas just took down Umar and they believed in that nigga. You know what I'm saying? These niggas don't give a fuck about you, nigga. All that fake ass togetherness shit. I don't want to sit at the table with that fake shit. I refuse to sit at the table with niggas that's fake smiling at each other. I refuse to. You know what I'm saying? I might even drop in and say, hey, what's up? What's going on? Whatever. But there's some fake shit going on, and I can smell it and I can feel it. I don't want to sit with you niggas. For what? You know what I'm saying? For what? Listen, man. At the end of the day, like I tell niggas again, feel how you want to about me or whatever. Make sure you pay attention to the traction. You know what I'm saying? The traction is this. As much as I could be down there at that courthouse for Puff, I was. Including at the beginning when nobody was there. I was there from the start. First, a court hearing. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? And I was there and I wrote it out to the end. And I didn't know what the outcome was going to be the last day before they gave the verdict. I didn't know. Nobody knew. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people had speculation and stuff like that from leaks here and there, but nobody knew prior to maybe 30 minutes before it was given. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? So it could have been anything. What you should learn out of anything, and this go for anybody who want to consider hiring me, anybody want to consider being down or helping me out or whatever the case may be, is one underlying fact that you motherfuckers are missing because it's not within you. I was loyal. And that'll be the story of me. Don Richards drops 10 companies from Diddy lawsuit, prepares new complaint. Diddy is still not in the clear and preparing for a new complaint from Richard. So she's going to be given a new complaint. That's why she withdrew the other complaint. I will add it to the conversation. And that's why the bitch was in here, because she know I know what the fuck I'm talking about. She removed certain articles or amended certain parts of her lawsuit because of the pure simple fact she saw what the outcome was from the trial. So she moved it. Her lawyers made sure to maintain and move accordingly and strategically in that fashion and in that order. And I'm sure that bitch will be back over here in a few minutes. Trust me. She'll be back. You spelled your name back. That's cute. You spelled your name backwards. I thought that was you too, ho. I thought that was you too. ¿Cómo tú estás? Ese no es el grito ahí ese. ¿Qué pasó contigo? ¿Ah? Tú tienes chavo contigo, tú sabes, tómala, pero Cash App, yo tiene un Vimo, tú sabes, yo tiene un PayPal, tú sabes, tómala un chavo. Puñeta. Entonces, sabes, esta moreno ahí, tú sabes, lo que eres mío, tú sabes, diablo, le me gusta mío. Entonces, sabes, porque yo hablo español. Yo soy diferente, entonces, sabes, en la madre, en la morena. Puñeta, ¿no? Entonces, sabes, yo tengo la historia más, pero está negro ahí, entonces, sabes, no me gusta mío, el negro americano. Eso está bueno, yo no quiero un chavo, pero la moreno. Es impresentable, lo importante para las mujeres, pero las negras. Gracias, Javier. Diddy secured another partial win in his court this week, but his legal battles are far from over. According to court documents obtained and reviewed, Don Richards has dropped her claims against 10 of Diddy's companies in her $3.5 million lawsuit. Those businesses include Daddy's House Recording Studio, that's fucking hilarious, Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy Records, LLC, Bad Boy Entertainment Holders, Bad Boy Production Holders, Bad Boy Books Holders, 1169 Court, formerly Sean Cole's Music, Sean Cole's Capital LLC, Apple LLC, formerly Combs Enterprises, and UMG Recordings. Ain't that funny? Richard's legal team dismissed claims without prejudice, meaning she can refile against him in the future. But while some entities are off the hook now, Diddy himself is very much in the crosshairs. The lawsuit continues against Diddy, Harpier, Janice Combs Publishing Holdings, Inc., Janice Combs Publishing, LLC, Love Records, Inc., and according to the founder, Richards is also planning to file a second amended complaint, signaling that the case is only getting started. Diddy's attorneys told Judge Catherine Polk, Fiala, that they had no issue with Richards updating the complaint, though they argued that her forthcoming claims will be ultimately proved futile. They also noted that she already dropped her human trafficking claim under New York law. Yeah, you dropped that one all right, because you would have had to talk about that night that you gave Q for motherfucking day 26. Oh, he talked about it, oh. You would have had to talk about that time you gave him some pills. You remember that when he was talking about that? Oh, you forgot all about that, huh, Don? You forgot all about that, huh? You forgot all about that, huh? Let's get back to Don Richard. Don Richard. Fucking hussy. Anyway, listen. Hold on one second. Let me share this real quick, y'all. Richard, formerly a Danny Decane member, accuses Diddy of abuse and exploitation during her time working with him. Her claims include being groped and forced to strip during rehearsals, subjected to meetings where Diddy wore only his underwear, sleep and food deprivation, withholding of pay for her work, and threats against her life and warnings to others that could go missing if they spoke out. Bullshit. Nobody's going missing. Who makes up these things? Why would you throw in there and people come up? Why he's coming up missing? Come on, Don. Seriously? People coming up missing? Really? Really? Nobody's coming up missing. Who's come up missing, Don? Who? Who do you know that's come up missing from the team? Nobody. Right? Cut it out. Nobody's gonna come up missing. Come on, Don. Come on, Don. The things you say here. Come on, sweetheart. Nobody's coming up missing. Nobody bad boy does anything like that. Nobody. And I want that to be noted. Nobody from Bad Boy Entertainment is having people come up missing. It's purely speculation here. Accusations. Diddy's legal team has denied the accusations, calling them false and sensationalizing. Exactly, sensationalization. This is just one of the more 60 lawsuits Diddy is facing amid mounting allegations of abuse, racketeering, and sex trafficking. Earlier this month, he caught a break when a judge dismissed 21 out of 22 claims of a $60 million lawsuit against him. $60 million. This bitch ain't never been worth $60 million in her whole entire motherfucking life. I'm talking about Sara Stokes, the bitch we just finished talking about a few minutes ago. Bitch, you ain't never been worth $60 million. You could have had a career from 2004 up into 2025 and you still wouldn't have made $60 million motherfucking dollars. We've seen the reach of your fucking talent, and it need to be a collective of 4 other motherfuckers. Is that fair? All right. So anyway, earlier this week, he caught a break when the judge dismissed 21 out of 22 claims of the $60 million lawsuit by former The Band member Sara Ripper, citing that most were too old to be pursued. In July, exactly, that's why I said, bitch, why you ain't say about this 10, 15 years ago? In July, Diddy was acquitted of major racketeering and sex trafficking charges in the federal trial. Will be convicted of 2 counts related to transporting individuals for prostitution. Like I said, transporting motherfuckers for prostitution, which were the men. The same men you see out here doing interviews and shit. And y'all giving them thousands of dollars. I truly believe, and this is my opinion, and some people may differ with me, I believe that Black and Latin people are so gone in the what's the name that they're not living in reality like everybody else. Like they're not living in real time like everybody else. Does some of y'all agree with that? Like not all, but like a good 60%, they're not even living in real time. I literally had niggas come in here and they talking about, yo, who you at the Diddy parties? What Diddy parties? Nigga, everybody testified there was no Diddy parties. Now this is a spectrum of your imagination at this point. That's what you want it to be. Our people don't support or stick together. That's why ain't no our people. Ain't no our people. If you were saying that, you would have donated. You know what I'm saying? Like that's another thing too. Ladies, men, yo soy la cubano la marano. Okay? And like one thing I hate when motherfuckers come in here with soliloquies of words. Words don't pay bills. Words don't buy groceries. Words don't pay for train trips. Words don't do none of that shit. And that's the thing that a lot of Black people and Latin people got to like. They always want to coddle the men with words. Don't coddle me with some fucking cash apps, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Don't coddle me with words. Like, I used to do that shit when the pandemic was going on. I was blogging. I was like, don't you see what a nigga going through right now? Niggas is like, don't worry about it. God gonna have it in his hands. Or God gonna do this. I said, I know God gonna have it in his hands. He always fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? How you know he ain't send you over here to do your job? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't be worried about that when it comes to Black females. I already know Black females don't donate to guys. They only donate to other women. And that's because of like, basically, there's like this lesbian, quasi-lesbian thing going on in Black females' gender. Like, they prefer to be around. You don't believe me? They interviewed bitches and asked them, they say, yo, listen, bear or a man? All the bitches picked the bear. Now, if you would have asked me bear or a bitch, I'm going to say the bitch. But the bitches said the bear. But if you asked me, I would have said the bitch. it put in the same question. You understand what I'm saying? Bear or a man? The bitches said, the bear. Half of these hoes out here are lesbians, dog. Y'all just don't realize it. Only bitches want to be around other bitches is lesbians. Only bitches that sit around and say, well, we got to stick together, girls, is other lesbians. These bitches is lesbians. They have allowed toxic feminism, misandry, collegiate institutes, and a whole bunch of other things to turn them into quasi-lesbians. Where I got a clip I'm going to throw up for you. This bitch tell you directly, I do not like men. You'll find thousands of these videos of these bitches talking about they don't like men. You look at the T app, these bitches were talking about, I don't like men. And they on a dating app. They were making up things on the men or whatever. So if you don't think there's a war on men in America, you out of your fucking mind. And I'm even willing to go even further. I will say within 10 years, it'll get worse. Where you'll have it to the point where black men and black women are so at each other's throat or whatever, especially that quadrant of women that sit over there and they're just, only thing they do is sit around and chastise. Oh, you don't have cash app? Well, don't worry about it, sister. In the description box, right, there's a link for Venmo and there's a link for PayPal. You have options. Oh, I have a lot of people come in and say that shit. That's a number one black go-to right there. That's why I like to call it. I don't have cash app though. Then you tell them you got Venmo or PayPal. Well, I don't have Venmo or PayPal either. I don't get paid the next Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So it's always, I've always seen that shit a mile away. Like it's nothing. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Just keep that. No. Keep that. That's all right. Don't worry about it. I've learned to not, and I had to teach myself that. Don't depend on black Americans. You have to depend on your other half if it comes down to it. That's why I've started inviting more Latinos over here, because it's like with these folks are racist. They allow women to run the whole entire culture, so the men don't even have a say in it. The men say it's agreeing with the bitches. So it's like, you're not going to win in that one. You know what I'm saying? They're judgmental. They like to pass judgment. They like to pretend like they're all rich. They all like to pretend like they're having a great life, even they live on the 7th floor of the projects. They all like to pretend like they're the go-to women in society when clearly they're not, because they're not getting married. They like to pretend that they're better than every other woman in society, every other man in society. They're smarter than everybody. They're sharper than everybody. And I said, well, pretty soon it's going to be just you girls by yourself, because nobody wants to date anybody or be around anybody that's annoying like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, separate your education, separate your, what's the name? You're not the only person that has an education. I do. Many other men do too. But separate all that shit or whatever. And what you're left is a shell and a personality. If your shell and your personality is not fluttering or attractive to me, I don't give a fuck what you have going on. I mean, there might be certain ways I make exceptions, like you pulling up in the Lambo and you own like 3 homes around. I mean, there's something beneficial to get away out of that. You know what I'm saying? If you vacation in Dubai, there's something advantageous to get out of that. I might take the same route as some of these bitches do. I might take the adventure. But other than that, regular Joe ass bitch that really ain't got shit going on like that, and you ain't jet setting or whatever, all these bitches, I got my own business, so what? Most businesses flatten in 2 years. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? You think you the first bitch I met with a business? Like, these bitches be retarded. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying is, and more, I met women that are way more successful. So I know some great black American women, but what I do know is there's far more bad ones than there is good ones. You understand what I'm saying? I would say on the same equate level as you say there's a certain amount of bad black dudes and bad black women. There's a whole bunch of shitty ass black women out here. Like seriously, like they'll try to destroy your reputation. I had 4 different female vloggers go around and tell niggas, these bitches don't know a motherfucking thing about me, right? Like literally, these bitches don't know a motherfucking thing about me. Went on their podcasts, went on panels talking shit about me or whatever, because of my connection with Bad Boy Entertainment once upon a time. So the bitches would get up, and they would literally get up and do on a day-to-day basis talking shit about me to try to deduce my views, try to deduce people that donated to me or whatever. Mind you, I done got black women hired. I done paid for Christmases for 3, 4 black families that wasn't fucking mine. And I'm looking back at all this shit now, and I'm like, this is how these bitches do me in the end. After all the shit I done done for them, I felt like motherfucking that shit on that Friday. Wait a minute, I started this barbecue shit, and this is a motherfucking, you know what I mean? So you just look behind it, man, and just be like, yo, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. You can't let this shit bother you. And if them group of people are telling you, yo, we don't fuck with you right now and right now, don't fuck with me later either. That's all. Don't fuck with me later either. That's it. You don't fuck with me now, don't fuck with me later. You know what I'm saying? Don't come up to me and be like, yo, we always knew you were making nigga, fuck you. I'm saying that to every last nigga out here. Because this nigga's out here, and I call out some names. This nigga's out here like Dame Dash. This nigga's out here, you know, many of people that can share you on their platforms. They go get a sucker nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because a sucker nigga, they can control them. That's part of the old regime. That's one thing I got to point puff with. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas from y'all regime, y'all used to go look for niggas like y'all look for niggas on the block, a sucker, a dummy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody weaker than you that you could control. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did do some of that, but y'all maintain that with male artists. Y'all ain't do that with no female artists. But like a lot of these niggas like Dame and a lot of these other bigger outlets, like you be seeing these niggas, pay attention to them. They want your support, but they don't support nobody. You pay attention to that? Like some of your biggest vloggers, they want all your support. They want you to cash app them. They want you to share them or whatever. You go into my community center, my community area right now, you'll see countless different artists and people or whatever. They got little flow or no flow whatsoever. And I share them all the time. I don't ask them for no money. I don't ask them for no shout out. I just share it because I like it. You know what I mean? Most of these bigger vloggers that got over 100, they're not going to do that for you. So it's like a one-way stream of them. Just imagine if everybody, like the big vloggers, shared a next set of vloggers or whatever. That's how the way shit's supposed to work. And I see white podcasters doing this. Like when I was covering the Diddy shit, the one thing I say about the BJ chick, I guess that's what her name is or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really got nothing against that bitch like that, but I at the same time I don't really care for the bitch. But anyway, long story short, you know what I'm saying? She was sharing like 6 or 7 different white females podcasts. You see what I'm saying? Like the bigger vloggers, they won't do that. They won't share none of the revenue or none of that shit or whatever. Once I get even bigger on this bitch, that's one thing I'm gonna do. I don't want to fuck with none of them vloggers. Like there was one nigga, I give you an example. There was one nigga I've been following for like 12 years, right? I write in the niggas chat all the time. He's a comedian. I'm not gonna say that nigga's name, but he's a comedian. Niggas see me write in the chat or whatever. But his thing is, he don't acknowledge anybody unless they donate to him. But at the same time, the nigga will sit around and be like, oh, the donations ain't nothing. Yes, they are, nigga. And that's why I said, like, you a real nigga, but you a fake nigga at the same time because you do a lot of fake shit. Like, let me give you an example. I done shared this nigga's post for 12 years. 12 years. And the nigga couldn't even acknowledge me one time in this chat room. Like, hey, man, what's going on? I've been seeing you here for years. You always here every week. You share the post. Like, I'm dead serious. You know what I'm saying? And I would tag him in the post so he knew I would share. Don't you think that's some sucker shit if the nigga never said, reach back and say, yo, here go a couple dollars, man. I appreciate you, man. Or, yo, and I went to that nigga's shows. I mean, let me explain that. Every time he came to New York, out of 3 times I went to his show, the 4th time he came to New York, I couldn't get tickets because the show was sold out. So I didn't go. You know what I'm saying? But I was still went out front just to let the nigga know, yo, B, I'm here. Like I said, I ain't gonna try to say the nigga name or nothing, but I just figured out what type of nigga he is. He's a type of nigga. He's like a type of nigga that's paranoid. You know what I'm saying? And so he pick who he want to fuck with. He help who he want to fuck with, and that's all I'm trying to tell you. The average black vlogger, stop brown nosing with these bigger black vloggers. They're not gonna help you. It's not in their nature to help you. It's, in fact, the same thing that they point their finger and talk about different artists and shit like that, suppressing people, not sharing people. They do the same fucking thing. They do the same fucking thing. They just do it from their perspective. And mind you, I figured it out about 4 or 5 years ago. I said, yo, it's funny. This nigga only reads comments of people that donate to him, but then he'll up the matter and say, it ain't about the donations. Yes, it is, nigga. That's why you only reading people that donate. You'll cut off your co-host to read a donation. Yes, you do, nigga. And that's why I couldn't really rock with it no more. I was like, yo, nigga, I'll watch your show still. I might even come out and see you. But as far as rocking with you, I can't fuck with you. You phony. You know what I mean? Like you phony. Like nothing you moving with, that's not real nigga shit. That's like sucker nigga shit. Like slick nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't respect it. So, you know, that's where they had to be. The nigga was one of my favorite comedians, man. It broke my heart. I was like, damn, my favorite comedian is sucker nigga. Damn. What you saying here? When you generally support people, you don't do it for nothing in return. That's just how niggas talk that don't want to donate to people. Niggas would tell you shit like that. Let me tell you something. Back on the plantation days, right? This is how niggas talk. If nigga don't want to do nothing for you, now I wasn't Ricky Smiley. Fuck Ricky Smiley too. I don't like that soft ass nigga either. But anyway, listen, I don't like a lot of them dudes. Like a lot of them. Like one thing, like you know, you guys don't peep it because you're so in love with their superstar. But I peep a lot of the bullshit that these guys do. These guys are fucking phony as fuck, and they'll sit up there and act like they're on a pedestal and they're willing to help the whole community and shit. No, they don't. They don't give a fuck about the community. They don't give a fuck about nobody but them and their rich fucking friends. All right. So when somebody wrote in here, when you generally support people, you don't do it for nothing in return. Niggas will always come in here and talk about what you do. I'm not gonna tell you the name. All right, I'm not gonna tell you the name. I told you I'm not into gossiping. I told you the part that I wanted to tell you, and that's it. And matter of fact, let me get you the fuck up out of here. You's a gossiping nigga. Any nigga that asks me the same shit 3 or 4 times is a gossiping nigga. I don't like gossiping niggas. All this because you're begging and can't get a donation. Why blame others for what you don't have? You sound like a cocksucker. Let me see something real quick. Because you don't understand. This is the thing. Right? Where you've been here for 12 years and 750 subscribers, so you don't get any donations. That's why you're mad at me. So let me explain something to you, my child. First of all, before you start talking shit to people, realize what you talking. All right, that's the first thing. A lot of you bitch ass niggas and corny ass bitches, you always come up in here trying to reprimand somebody like you somebody's mama, brother, sister. Bitch, we're not related. Bitch, I don't know you. Bitch, you don't run shit over in this channel. Do you understand? You won't run over the white channels and tell anybody white that they're begging. You won't go over the white channels and tell anybody else they trying to get motherfucker, what's your name? You understand what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't know you. Nigga, die. How about that? Nigga, die. I don't know you. You came in here. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is the mind of a nigga. Niggas do the same pattern. Let me tell you what niggas do. Niggas are coming to your chat room. First thing they start talking about is, yo, I do this, I do that, I do this, I do this. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Suck a dick backwards. When anybody, nobody give a fuck about you. You trying to get some play. Nigga got 750 subscribers, been here for 12 years. Anyway, listen. Niggas got the same play back to back to back to back to back. Okay, let me show you what they do. So niggas will do this. First they'll come to troll niggas. They'll come into your chat room. First thing they start talking about is money. They always have a money ninnicker or whatever. Then they'll try to tell you how everybody else, including the bitches, deserve to get cash apps and everything like that. How the bitch they'll exonerate the fact that in the conversation there are bitches literally with motherfucking 3 to 4 mods in their fucking podcast screaming out their cash apps, screaming out their PayPal, encouraging the people that are in there. They literally have people in their chat room doing this. Do you see anybody in here doing that? The first person that brought something up and put up my cash app is one person. Within 2 hours and 26 minutes, I have mentioned my cash app on the average. And go watch all my podcasts, all my past podcasts. I have mentioned my shit 3 times within this past 2.5 hours. 3 times. 3 times. The black community feels that they can regulate who gets cash apps or whoever, whatever. Bitch, I'm not your friend, motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? You're not coming over here running shit. And the fact that you think you can do that in real life, I swear to God to you, I would take a tire iron and not stop to prove my fucking point. Bitches is getting a little bit. You can't beat me, bitch. You understand what I'm saying? You can't beat me. You understand me? Get that through your head. You can't beat me. So the only motherfucking advantage you got is to try to do little psychological moves. You understand what I'm saying? And I got something for that ass too. Because what I'm going to start doing is, I'm going to start getting my dirty bitches to motherfucking light some motherfucking candles. That's what we need to do. We need to get the bitches to light some candles and see who's going to blow them out. Since you bitches are so tough. Since you bitches like to sit around and slander niggas and then run back to the courtroom talking about, oh my God, I'm a victim. These bitches literally be online slandering men on a daily basis, on a 24-hour pericle. So I don't give a fuck about what you think or any of these other. First of all, nigga, if you got a bitch got enough time to come into my chat room during the middle of the day and she ain't got a dime to her pocket, and the only thing she's sitting there doing is chastising what I'm doing, they already know there's something wrong with the motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? You already know there's something wrong with a motherfucker. If you dedicating your time to subscribing to somebody's page and then sharing me with your followers in hopes that you can sit back and be later on, ha, he didn't get in the cat. Notice the first thing they making fun of is donations. They're not talking about the material. They're not talking about what I'm talking about. They're not talking about any of that shit. You got this corny bitch that's coming in talking about some Diddy oil, Diddy oil, Diddy oil. Bitch, you a single mama. You need Diddy or any man in your life. You a single mama in the ghetto, bitch. Chanel. There's always bitches named Chanel, Porsche, or whatever, whatever. They gotta walk through a puddle of piss off the fifth floor to get to their apartment. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about some The fact that you said I already knew you knew what I was talking about. Bitch, walk up a pissy ass elevator to get to her apartment talking shit about somebody. Did Pharrell give you that hat for putting down? Goddamn, bitch. You know what? And I'm gonna flag you just for saying some dumb shit. Just because I don't like you. Don't be a goofy white bitch. Nobody likes a goofy white bitch. Nobody likes a goofy white bitch. Goofy white bitches are the worst. Yeah, I don't trust you. You talking too much in my chat room. Any man calling a woman a bitch is already knowing. No, that's rules that you make up in your culture. Most men, let me tell you something. There's a video, right? Like, let me tell you something about black masculinity. Black masculinity is bent upon all these fake ideals and shit like that mostly bitches give them. All right. So, for example, you got a guy here, and you sound like you a man, Weston Richards. So I'm pretty sure you kin to Dawn. Fuck you and Dawn, first of all, starting off. Yes, I knew the bitch was here earlier, and I do recognize your name. You understand what I'm saying? Bitch, next time you over here, speak, come over here in anonymity. So run back and tell Dawn that shit. Thank you. Now, anyway, long story short, because, bitch, you know exactly who the fuck I am. I know exactly who the fuck you are. Bitch, female, dog. Who gives a fuck, nigga? You understand? Let me ask you a question. Since you think I'm dumb, what's the definition of vertical integration since you're so fucking smart? Where did the word ghetto originate from? Come on, quickly. Since you wrote that shit in there that quickly, write the shit in there that quickly. Huh? What's your definition of synergy? Come on, write that quickly. Write that quickly. See, I didn't have to Google none of that shit. Okay, I'll give you a better one. What's the difference between a lateral and a literal fucking line? Go ahead. Tell me. What's the viscosity of a fucking tennis ball? Come on, you smart, right? Exactly. You a dumb motherfucker trying to pretend like you smart. That's the average black nigga here on YouTube. They motherfuckers sit around and they Google shit or got Google as their brain. Google is not your brain. So if you're using Google as your brain, don't come in here with no motherfucking, what's the name? Because I gave that nigga more than 20 seconds to write what he needed to write. And instead, when they take that long to write something, the only thing they're going to do is write some nigga shit back. I don't have time to hear your nigga analogies. I don't give a fuck. Die, nigga. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck about you. You stop giving, the moment y'all stop, let me tell y'all something. Hold on one second. Let me try you to share this one more time. When you start realizing you ain't got to sit there and coddle a whole bunch of motherfuckers that would never help you in the first place, you start to realize some shit. You start to realize some shit. I got niggas just sitting up here that's mad at me. Listen, if it was a cousin Junebug or something like that, he had been vindicated. Niggas be up, some of the niggas and the bitches are sitting up here talking against Diddy. Got people in their family that been acquitted of crimes like murder, robbery, shit like that, sitting right at their house right now. Some of these motherfuckers are speaking against Diddy got a kid or a son or a nephew right now on an ankle bracelet sitting in their living room right fucking now. You understand what I'm saying? And so these hypocritical motherfuckers, that's what basically a lot of black culture is made out of. A bunch of fucking false prophets, hypocrites, cornballs, and loudmouth bitches. So what you got is you got a collective of basically just a bunch of chaos. You understand what I'm saying? And mostly led by bitches. They're just like with hyenas, if you don't know. In hyena packs, the bitches run the pack. This is the same thing condensing with black culture nowadays. The bitches run the pack. So they listen to bitches. Shut the fuck up, you corny ass motherfucker. Ain't nobody dusty but your motherfucking mama. Your channel dusty too, bitch, because you joined this motherfucker 13 days ago. You loser, bitch. You loser motherfucker. Back over here, though, ain't you? You had to make up an account to come back over here, did you? See what I mean? That's black Americans for you. That's all they do. They sit around. They troll people. That nigga don't even know me. but he made a profile so he could come over here and talk to me 13 days ago. But they don't go troll Trump supporters. They don't go troll anybody. They don't call Trump supporters or anybody, that's anti-them or who they say is anti-them. They don't call them Dusty. They don't call them this. They don't call, bitch, I live in fucking Connecticut. Fuck you, first of all. And they all think they live better than everybody else. Because a bitch, she'll come in here, like, it'd be the ugly motherfuckers too. If somebody call you Dusty, just always remember, it's usually an ugly motherfucker. I've had so many ugly bitches and ugly niggas come at me. I'll be like, you ugly motherfucker. I hope you ain't got no kids. Fuck them too. They already fucked. You know what I mean? Anyway, long story short, I don't pay attention to that culture anymore. They have failed me. They are failing, and they will continue to fail where they think they are winning. You got a whole culture of the bitches that sit around. They don't do nothing but brown those white people so they can get ahead, not knowing that the whole time that makes them susceptible to being slaves. The black men, they're slaves to the women because they're dependent on the women. So they want to shack up with them, sleep up with them, or whatever. The same sons of single moms from a generation before. Well, out of that 100%, 70% of these little motherfuckers are grown up to not be shit. You understand what I'm saying? Hence why you sitting around complaining, I can't find a date. I can't find a husband. Right, because another bitch raised a son not to be a husband. You should go talk to his mama. You might find out a whole bunch of shit, but I digress. I'm not interested in that no more. You can see what's going on. You can see the play. So, yeah, keep your little nigga pennies. We good. We good. God got something better for me. You know what I mean? I'm good. I'm good. They told me, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell y'all something. In the Bible, they say there's going to be a time where you come into peril and your brothers are going to be against you. So-called brothers. These people are not brothers and sisters. These people are demons. Demons, capitalists, misandrists, and fucking just plain out fucking evil. Most of them. They'll sit back like, most demons, they'll sit back and smile with you. Like y'all talk about Umar, right? I've been getting Umar money for 13 years. After year 6, regular street niggas would have been like, yo, nigga, what's happening? But y'all allowed him to sit for 13 years, right? He took all that money from you or whatever. I don't know what he did with it. I don't know if he ill-gottenly used it or whatever. Only thing I know is he bought the school. So he did keep his part of the promise there, right? So you got Umar doing all that or whatever. Now y'all sitting online bashing him too. The modus operandi of the game is to demonize black male podcasters to the point based off hidden examples and shit like that, or destroy black males' fucking reputation or whatever. Well, it's very clever how the black women are doing it too, and it's going to the point now where eventually you're gonna have to fight them. I know y'all don't believe me, but trust me, you're gonna have to fight them. You're gonna have to fight them, and you might have to take 3 or 4 of them out just to prove a point because they're becoming violent too. You understand what I'm saying? And please let it be known. If you try to do something to me physically, bitch, I will take you up out of here. No questions asked. I don't give a fuck about that sisterhood shit. I don't give a fuck about the brothers that love the sisters. Fuck it. So please beware of that. You know what I'm saying? You bitches can get it too. For real. Bitches can get it too. Some of them are violent. They out here throwing threats at people. All kinds of shit. You saw that corny ass nigga that's coming here just a minute ago. He made a new profile so he could come back. Then he comes back. First thing he says off his mouth. You can see it's targeted too. Because the first thing they come back and they say, you're in the middle of talking about a conversation. You ain't talked about cash apps in an hour. And when you mention it very quickly. Hey, make sure y'all donate, support the channel, whatever, keep on moving. There's literally a plan by black Americans, and specifically led by black American women, to make it so. I worked for a record company for 17 years. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever tried working? Because you're here at 10:49 in the morning listening to me instead of being out on your day. So let me ask you the question. Sabu, huh? On parlait, ma petit, mandigla. Like I said, they never go and ask the white folks that though. You notice that? You'll never hear that comment in somebody's white's channel. You'll never hear, what's up, Diddy? And white's channel. Like these are corny people. You understand what I'm saying? So this is where we're at here on this YouTube shit. So that's why I said I'm gonna stop fucking with the YouTube shit like that, dog. Not because of y'all niggas, just because it's a waste of time. It really is nowadays. More and more focus should be on trying to make money with Google. You understand what I'm saying? And I'll tell other black podcasters the same thing. Listen, you can't depend on African Americans. They are grouped together now in this like little silly trifecta. So if it ain't he, gossiping, exposing somebody, they don't want to be bothered with you. If you're not going with them and picking on the side that they want to pick, they're not fucking with you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling that to all black American podcasters. Don't fall into the fray of starting doing all that gossip and shit and all that shit, because what they're going to do is they're going to turn on you. These are not loyal people. You understand what I'm saying? They know nothing of loyalty. They only know of capitalism and motherfucking taking you out if they have to. You understand what I'm saying? And my taking out is different. That's why the niggas come over here with fake profiles instead of their real profiles. Real nigga, that you got something to say to me, you come over here with your real name and your real profile, say what you got to say. If we got to meet up, whatever, we meet up, nigga. But nah, your pussy ass gonna sit up there in a fake fucking profile, you coward ass bitches and bitch niggas. That's why 3-4 niggas is dropped up out of here, because you know I'm talking to you, bitch nigga. This is a playground for bitch niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Bitch niggas. Only bitch niggas be here 8:30 in the morning talking about, yo, you can't make no money. Only bitch niggas be up in here on behalf of a bitch talking about, yo, da-da-da-da-da. You know, in real life, nigga, you know, you be up out of here, nigga. On the block, you be up out of here on that same behavior. So that's why I say these bitch niggas do shit online that they won't do offline. I proved myself, nigga. Niggas thought I was pussy. I came right out there to the trial. What's happening? And had all kinds of situations happening around me. I wish you would have done something. You would have found out real quick. So it's like, you know what I mean? I don't really have time for that no more, dog. Even telling these little stories, trying to help y'all out, trying to give y'all pointers. Niggas ain't even filling that out. They'd rather supersede even the points that I'm giving out. You know what I'm saying? In favor of, didn't know this podcast, I was talking about motherfucking streaming and how we getting fucked over on the revenue. Niggas come in, Diddy. Like them crowds are just a bunch of retarded motherfuckers. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So like, yeah, that old FBA shit and all that, you gotta keep that. That ain't nothing but the new black KKK. We good. Niggas out here talking about war and shit like that. Tariq Nasheed got some hospitals for y'all. Tariq Nasheed got some grocery stores for y'all. No, he got a museum, right? Does Tariq Nasheed have a grocery store, hospital, triage, tanks, guns, anything for y'all? Nah. Because y'all niggas sure is running around screaming war on behalf of Tariq Nasheed. Yeah, the FBA, we got to stop these tethers and white America's going down and all this symbolic shit written, typed out, whatever. You bitch ass niggas going to work tomorrow morning for the same white employee you've been working for the past 10, 15 years. Talking about some FBA and don't do a goddamn thing for nobody. Bunch of worthless motherfuckers I haven't seen on the internet. Their protest is typing quotes and calling people out as tethers. Tell me a law that gotten passed. Tell me a law that gotten passed. Tell me a law that FBA has gotten passed. Tell me how they embettered off other black people's lives. Tell me where, since black people don't believe in philanthropy or helping each other, they only believe the soulless. So that's why I said this is not a good group anymore to try to, like, I wouldn't, let me put it this way. If I were you and I was a single male and I didn't have any kids, I would not procreate with them. I'll put it that way. You're best off not. And I'm not saying because it's a bad DNA strand. No. I'm telling you because of pure simple fact, look at how they interact and act with each other. If people from your own culture are willing to jump on, you can never get Latinos to take away from each other. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, if I go into a room, I'm half black and half Cuban. If I go into a room and there's other Latinos in there, whatever, I don't give a fuck what country they're from. I'm going to start talking to them. Niggas will go into a room and the first thing that black Americans do is they square off at each other. What you looking at, nigga? What you looking at, nigga? Must be beefing here. And then the next thing they'll try to do is try to assert some type of domination because that's what they do in their hood. Yeah, nigga, I know how it's real up in here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, most of them are like that. Well, I'm saying something wrong. I'm saying something wrong. No, everybody walks around like, hi, how you doing? Hey, black person, how are you doing? That's how they walk around. You a nigga that stay up in the house all day or you work all day? All right, so let me just end this with this because I wanted to have this I just really quickly wanted to talk about interracial dating real quick because I think it's something I need to talk about. Hold on 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do something real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second. All right, there we go. Let me see what's going on with this thing. I'm trying to get this thing to come back up. We're gonna have that taken care of in a minute. Don't worry about it. There's a whole story on that too. Like niggas be asking me why I be asking for donations or whatever, but not at, and they be doing it on behalf of vloggers that were down at the Diddy trial, that was given the wrong information at the Diddy trial, and ended up being wrong at the end of the Diddy trial. They collected thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Bitch, go over and ask them for their money back before you come over my motherfucking channel talking about anything trying to hinder me from shit. What really is going on is they mad because I was right and they was wrong. Ain't that some childish shit? But that's how African Americans work. That's why I try to tell you, like, stay away for real, bro. They the most demented motherfuckers you will catch on the internet. I mean, demented, especially the bitches. The bitches are the worst. If you get a crowd of them bitches and there's more than 5 of them, they circle around you, just move out of the location, because they mean to do something wrong. Trust me, these are not good chicks, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't want one as my wife. I'm good. For real, I see what they do for you. Have you in court? You understand what I'm saying? Or start motherfucking campaigns to make sure you don't make money, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what black women are doing in 2025. I want to talk about interracial dating real quick because it's something I guess you could say that I've been involved in before. And I just wanted to tell you some of the differences that I see for those guys that haven't. So you'll have some options out here, whatever. As you can see by this cunt bitch that's on the screen right here, right? This bitch is now trying to sue Puff for an undisclosed amount of money. Sara Stokes is trying to sue him for $60 million. This other broad, she got $30 million. You understand what I'm saying? So it's all about bread. Can we say that? All right. So one thing that all these women got in common is every last one of them is black, or what you would consider black. When you look at a lot of these people like Amon Shumpert and Tiana Taylor, shout out to Harlem and all that, but she just had to pay Amon Shumpert $70,000 the other day. And how much did she take out of their divorce and a baby? So it seems like to me, a lot of these black chicks are really the problem. You know what I'm saying? Who's the man? Fucking Tiana Taylor? I don't know. I don't know about that, man. I'm not gonna say that about her. But the point is, that was a messy divorce. If you look around in the current climate, it seems like nothing but black chicks fucking playing predator on black dudes for the week. Who's making money this week? That dude. I'm gonna go have a baby by him. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying white girls are better, but I don't see that out of white girls. You know, one thing that sticks out when we hear this is this part of the conversation. How come all the black NBA players and all them, how come they marry a white girl? Once again, marry a white girl. And what I think is, what does nigga say? Yo, nigga, get the fuck out of here. I don't do no nigga call himself Black King anyway. You just a nigga in here ready to talk in the chat room. I told you, watch these niggas to be having crown and king, and these bitches be calling themselves empress and queen. You see them motherfuckers, most of the time I automatically dump them. Like they be the main ones when they're bullshit, never got a dime in their pocket. That's why I try to tell you, black Americans, that's all they do. Da-da-da-da-da-da, yay! Nah, fuck out of here. I don't need that shit. Keep that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm switching my whole shit around. We ain't doing no, like y'all seen it so far. Y'all gonna see it more. Promoting to this crowd and trying to project things to this crowd, trying to help this crowd. It's worthless. It's worthless because if they don't like you, what they're going to do is they're going to create a reason to try to take you out. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't fuck with them too much. Yeah, what's up, B? That's why I don't fuck with them too much. 30,000 followers. Check this out, P game. I got 30,000 followers, right? I told niggas to help me make $500 so I can get my phone situation right because I got 2 devices so I can make sure I bring them a better show. You know what these niggas did? It was number 1 man that dropped me, I think it was $50 last week. And my homegirl, she dropped me like 40 or something like that or whatever on here out of 30,000 people. Because the problem is, yeah, it is what it is, man. I don't even care. I don't even care. That's what I'm trying to tell you from now on. I really don't care about the black community when it comes to donations. The bitches run that community. As of 2025, bitches run that community. The niggas you talk to within there, they're going to side with a bitch before they go side with their own brother. So that's why I tell niggas, don't call me brother, because if it come down to it, you going to side with a bitch before you side with me, my nigga. That's how a lot of these niggas brought up and bred. They gonna side with a bitch before they side with their own brothers. You understand what I'm saying? With other races and people just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you beat the shit out of a chick or whatever, that's one thing. But if you like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. How they gonna finna judge you for what you do and you can't even file for food stamp? I don't know what that means, but what I'm saying is to you is this, G. I covered the whole Diddy trial from day one. Niggas came down there fucking the month the trial started. I covered the shit from day one. Even between that whole time, and please try to understand what I'm saying when you're listening. That whole time I incurred costs. I don't live in New York. I live in Connecticut, which means I had to get on the train and travel. I heard people down there screaming the same shit when they got down there finally from whatever state they were at. Yo, I need help. I need to pay for this hotel room. Yo, I need help. I need to get something to eat. Yo, they started getting to reality of what living in this area is like and how expensive it is. You understand what I'm saying? Mind you, the nigga that's been down there 10 months before these motherfuckers, they telling them out of jealousy, because blacks are very jealousy. You know what I'm saying? They telling people don't donate to him because he used to rock with Bad Boy. You understand what I'm saying? Like that was their mantra, and they did that mantra all in helps of them getting cash outs. It's very like I don't know how to explain it. It's very manipulative. Like the men, they now use their manipulation like bitches because most of them been raised by bitches. So most of the men, they manipulate and they move just like the bitches move. So that's why I say I just like, you know, for the rather bulk of them, I just stay the fuck away from them. I always, every time, have more problems out of black people than anybody else. I can be chilling. I don't have nobody white bother me. I don't have nobody Latin bother me. Somebody Latin might, you know what I mean? Because they'll look at me and they'll try to figure out if I'm Latino or whatever. They'll mistake me what type of whatever. But other than that, nah. Most of the time when it come down to some stairs, some gangster shit, some niggas trying to manipulate, like ain't no poor white people or some far white organization on here talking about don't donate to him, don't support him. It's niggas. It's niggas. It's niggas. And then the niggas that do come in here talking to you, they don't know nothing about camaraderie because they all been raised by bitches. So they don't know any camaraderie with men. They're in essence, they're not men. They're dudes that try to pretend like they're men. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, you don't even pay attention to the black dudes. The black dudes, they get the chance, they're gonna side with the bitch every time before they side with you. They bitch raised. It's no use in hanging out with men like that. I keep trying to tell y'all that, man. I'm cool with the black people I knew that I've known for all these years or whatever. But other than that, I ain't really with that. It's a damn. I mean, you know shit real when you can't get one damn nigga to see where you coming from. But anyway, like I said, I covered that whole shit, covered a lot of course. I spent a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, traveling back and forth, eating. It was costing me like $15 a day. And niggas wouldn't drop a dime to me because it was like this one blogger said, he's a Diddy supporter. He used to work for Diddy. Like this nigga did a whole live. This one little fat nigga. He did a whole live. And then he had his homegirl do a whole live. I was like, wow, y'all doing all this. So I won't be down there because you can't be down there. Isn't that crazy? But that's how black people do. That's how they work. So when I started seeing more and more how the people that I once knew that were cool and understanding were marching together and shit like that start turning into these evil, despicable fucking demon bitches that are ran by bitches, I was like, nah, I'm good, bro. Don't fuck with them folks no more, dog. They did shit to me they won't even do to a white man. You get what I'm saying? Like that shit they don't even do to white people. They don't go into white people's chats and be like, yo, don't donate to them, don't support them or whatever. And then I've been here for 3 hours. They'll come at the tail end of my motherfucking shit before I leave out and I'm talking about what I'm talking about. And the only reason I bring it up in details because there's been a nigga here, 16, 20 niggas here in my chat room talking about this, that, and other and the third. You know what I mean? So it's fuck them. Most of these bitches shaking fat ass on OnlyFans. They don't even go and say nothing to the girls on OnlyFans. No, they particularly and they subjectively point out certain people that they want to bother and they don't want to bother. That which brings me back to my conversation about interracial dating and why you should pursue it, man. Let me tell you something. And the batch of women that y'all got to deal with nowadays, these women are shit. And what they're showing you is black women, most of them, 70% of them, I would go as far as to say, most of them are showing you is we don't have your back. And my best interest is not being your friend, your wife, your girlfriend, or anything else. And even if I am your girlfriend, I just want to go out to eat. I just want to be taken care of. I think I should be pampered just like a white woman. That is their fantasy, to be pampered like a white woman. You got to realize that most of these girls, their whole entire life, they have had nothing but examples of white women on TV. And then later on, when they get into their teens and their late teens, now they got examples of basically hood booger bitches that have been picked up by superstars, you know what I'm saying, and made into something. So this is examples these hoes have to go off. So they live this ghetto life, you understand what I'm saying, where really they just lucky. It's not like you did it that you was like this fucking cunning and genius, some do, but the high majority of it is just lucky, you know what I'm saying? And so when you see these women that are sitting up in courtrooms and having babies by niggas on purpose so they can get a check out of it, and then laughing about when they cash out, like Tiana Taylor and many other motherfucking bitches, it starts to come to your mind that, yo, maybe this is not the bitch I want to fuck with. These bitches seem like demons. And if you are the closest to God as you claim you are the original woman, then that would bring you back to being with Lilith, a part of the bloodline of Lilith and Eve. One bitch that was fooled by deception and represents deception, and the other one that's fooled by disobedience and being defiant. Those are not traits you want in a woman. You understand what I'm saying? So you listen to that first, boys. I'm telling you, young boys, it's like, you know what I'm saying, no matter how old you are, but, you know what I'm saying, like, especially that group that's run by 18 through 35. Don't y'all run out here and make a mistake and have a baby by one of these raggedy bitches, because you see the platform that they, the plateau that they take. Now, as concerning Black American women, I look at it like this. Even if you find a good one, you're going to have 10 of them that she hang with that are terrible bitches. They're going to encourage her to break up her relationship with you. They're going to encourage her not to take you serious. They're going to encourage her to something else. And being that these women are so definitive on being basically quasi-lesbians even when they're dating you, meaning that if a bitch will sit back and listen to a group of girls talk about how she should be treating her man and she's supposed to be in love with her man, or what she doing with her man, and they don't have no boyfriend whatsoever, that means that you prefer a woman's motherfucking intuition, a woman's motherfucking word over your own man. That's a bitch you should automatically get rid of. Give a bitch one time with that. She fuck around and she don't move with that or whatever, get rid of that bitch. Don't waste the next couple of years fucking with that hoe. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't care what color she is in that motherfucking scenario, but I find out a lot with black women. I can tell you 1,000,001 reasons, but specifically that these bitches are manipulative nowadays. They're trying to take down their own men. They only have a rally cry against their own men. You can tell in their eyes they think they're better than their own men. They think they're more masculine than their own men. And I'm like, who the fuck wants a bitch like that sitting by the side? And then they'll say, well, a real man do. No, an ugly man do. A nigga that can't get no women do. A mama's boy nigga do. A simp nigga wants you. And that's why when you get with these niggas, you can't complain because don't no real nigga that's in a real position want you. Why the fuck would I want a bitch? If I got $10 million at my disposal, why the fuck would I want a bitch like you to sit around complaining still? And sit around yelling and shit. They come with 5 or 6 different fucking side babies or whatever. They got a background that ain't about shit. I don't want no bitch like that on my side. My bitch is a representation of me. And if you've heard me talk before, my last girlfriend was black. I was with her for 8 years. She was born and raised Muslim. All right? And a lot of niggas will be on here, they be like, yo, well, you ain't gonna get you another Muslim woman, you don't want another black. I don't want another black woman. I'll be honest with you, not in 2025. It would take a lot for me to be with one. I don't even seek them out as far, like I can have a conversation with a Black American woman all day long, but it's like seeking out for dating or wanting to be your man or something, and I'm not interested. And it's not even you. You could be a wonderful girl. It's everything that come along with you. You understand what I'm saying? Everything that come along with you, and I've seen it 1,000,000 times. Most of the time, even if these black girls, if they're great girls, they come from a lot of times a family that's fucked up. They got friends that's fucked up, especially the girlfriends. Most of the girlfriends are quasi-lesbians and probably wanted to sleep with her the whole fucking time. And bad that you showed up. But yeah, I don't. And there's no disrespect. I just really don't see the advantages at this point. I really don't. They're some of the most hated women. You're known for being loud, obnoxious, and nasty, and belligerent, and hating your own men. You show daily on your podcast and everything else, and talk about how your own men are stupid and how other men are better than your own men. Like literally, imagine if I said on my podcast all day long. That's why I'm having the conversation today, because I see these bitches do it all the time. Imagine if I said on my podcast all day and I was talking about how black women is beneath me, black women don't work as hard as me, black women ain't did this, you don't live in the same neighborhood I live in, black women don't live in the same type of state I live in, black women. Imagine I was doing that every fucking day as content. You understand what I'm saying? And the only thing you have to counter to that is, because you're such a much of a hating culture, is now that you're attacking your own financially. Once you get motherfuckers attacked, let me tell you something. It's like Gestapo. Once you start getting people within your own culture that start attacking each other, you might as well abandon that shit. It's not going to get any better, because it's opening up a floodgate that can't be closed. You understand what I'm saying? That's the same thing I said about the dude when he made that proclamation. Say, you probably want to stop donating to Omar. Why you got to throw something like that up on your channel for? Act like you the savior, but at the same time got a cash app on your channel. See what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't win with these folks or whatever. So I give up. Like, nigga, like I'll say my little things here and there, whatever. Try to help y'all, whatever. But it's clearly you can see these people have no interest in helping men of color. So why would you relegate yourself to dealing with a woman in that type of mindset? Now, let me tell you what I mean by that in my experiences. I've dated Greek girls, Italian girls. I had one Italian female for instance, and she drove me. I was living on the other side of Connecticut at the time. She drove me to Rhode Island, and she drove me to Springfield, Massachusetts, so I could get an ID, so I could get on a plane to go to Arizona with the bad boy niggas. Yeah, I gave her gas and everything like that, but it was the fact that she did that for me. If I had to go to the grocery store and I was fucked up, she'd drive to the grocery store. If I had to, like a lot of things, and she stayed with me. I had my own condo and everything like that. I didn't need to stay with her. Somebody wrote my chat room the other day. Oh, I found out where he stays at out there in Connecticut. He stays with a fat white girl. I don't have a girlfriend. I bring chicks here to bang out every now and then. But please believe I live by myself. That's why you see me any time of the day and there's never nobody here. Like, but somebody, that was the equivalent to that. That's how black women and white, that's what black women think of you. You know what I'm saying? The other day they were trying to shame Jamie Foxx. It was like Jamie Foxx was in the car with a whole bunch of white girls. He said he gave it up on white girl. I said, well, why the fuck we ain't never had this conversation about Serena Williams and motherfucking Eve? That bitch was looking like the help at motherfucking that Christmas photo she took. How come we ain't never had that conversation? So there's a double standard when it comes to the interracial dating thing. Give me a second, y'all. Let me just share this real quick. All right, y'all. That's just how I feel nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, if you got nothing day to day but black women, and it seemed like LGBTQ men that side with them, or feminine ass men that fucking were raised by single mothers, and they all grouping together to go after one motherfucker, because really in hindsight you're really just jealous of the nigga. You understand what I'm saying? It becomes a point where it's like, yo, these are not my people, son. These are niggas that will try to take you down before they even try to take down a white man, coward ass motherfuckers. And you think it won't happen to you, you out of your mind. Niggas think it won't happen to them. You know what I'm saying? All right. Keep on thinking it won't happen to you. That's like Tariq Nasheed. He don't think the shit that happened to Umar happened to him. Yes, it will, nigga. Just give it some time. They coming after you next. See, you got this little Gestapo or communist that's in the black community now, and it's particularly centered behind black females. These bitches are doing a lot of this particular type of black female too. Not all black females, but a particular type of black female. And this bitch, since none of the good girls, or quote unquote the ones they call pick-me's, will say anything, because them bitches are just scary and they just go along with the flow of everything. Y'all bitches not speaking up is the reason why we got these problems now. There's no one to counter these bitches. And y'all women. But y'all scary collegiate asses won't say nothing. That's why y'all keep looking to be put in the same paradigm as these bitches, because y'all won't say nothing to them bitches. I digress. Anyway, these mal-mannered bitches, they won't say nothing to the thoughts and the trifling bitches. Like, they could literally end the whole shit right now. They won't do it. So what you got instead here on these apps is you got some of the most horrible women. I've seen women on here making up stories on other women. You know what I mean? It get that deep. And so I just started just to learn. I was like, well, maybe you just need to stay away from these women, because they, like, I've been out in public before, And it's like, I don't know where they got this shit from. I've never witnessed that before, but y'all tell me if y'all seen it before. There's this thing with black people, and I don't like it. When, like, even if they don't know you, they want to do this thing and pretend like we cousins, or you my brother, or you my, whatever, because y'all the same color. I'm like, nah, nigga, I don't fucking know you, and I don't rock with you. You're not gonna show that. If something happened to me right now, and I pass out or get jumped or get robbed, you're not gonna help me. If anything, you'll film the shit and laugh later. That's the mentality that most of them got. You don't believe me? You see when something bad happen to somebody, what they do? They sit up here and laugh. Their whole life is considerate of this key, and he, Lord have mercy, every fucking day. And people get tired of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for me, you can spread this out, clip it, whatever the fuck else you want to. I just don't think that in today's time, and the mentality that black American women have, that seems at the bulk and even increasing, that it's even beneficial for a black man to date a black woman. I think it's more beneficial for you to stay the fuck away from them. If what you see on the counter on the screen here is happening in bold. Most of those bitches is suing Puff, if not all of them, are black. All of them. And the bitches is rallying behind them, whether they're rallying behind Tory Lane's fall, Puff's fall, what's the name's fall. The other day they over here talking about Jamie Foxx because he pulled up to something and he had like 5 or 6 attractive white women in the car with him. All the bitches want to be judgmental of Jamie Foxx. But none of these bitches are judgmental of fucking Eve or motherfucking Serena Williams or any of these other black bitches that have been killed by white men. Killed by white men. There was this dude that put up this reel. I'm going to see if I can find it. I'm going to re-upload it. And it was something like 35 women he had in the reel that were black women that said they were divested and proud and had gotten killed. Killed. You understand what I'm saying? Killed. And I'm just like, but yet these bitches won't bring up this conversation, but they'll bring up Jamie Foxx. And I'll tell you the reason why they won't, because the bitches are hypocrites for one. But number two, more importantly enough, they must keep a narrative going that you ain't shit. And none of you weak ass men will fight back. Y'all won't even stand with me when I'm sitting up here trying to tell you the real. So that's why I said you got a nation full of motherfucking single mom raised bitch niggas. And they're not going to listen to you because they don't understand. You know what I mean? So if I were you, I'm just saying, I would consider my options, whether you plane hopping, whether you culture hopping or whatever. These women do not like men. You understand what I'm saying? Like I have never seen the prosperity of this, but these women do not like black men. I won't even say they don't like men. They don't like black men, these black women. And it's at a high prosperity, and y'all niggas don't believe it. That's cool. Keep on trying your luck, all right? Keep on trying your luck. Keep on doing what you're doing. A couple niggas gonna be, well, I got a black wife. You married that bitch 30 years ago, nigga. Shut the fuck up. You don't even belong in this conversation. I'm talking about these bitches of today. Niggas in here getting the fit. I ain't talking about the bitch you married 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years. I ain't talking about your bitch. I'm talking about these new bitches of today. And the mentality that these hoes have, and the mentality that you niggas is throwing hundreds of thousands of dollars at for these silly ass bitches instead of helping out the brothers, but want to come in the chat room talking about, hey brother, I'm not your motherfucking brother, nigga. Die. I'm not your motherfucking brother, nigga. If your priority is going to take care of bitches first, like that suck ass nigga that's taking care of all them bitches on OnlyFans and gave over $1.3 million, we ain't brothers, nigga. I don't stand for no shit like that. I don't stand for no shit like that. So what I would tell y'all is this. I wouldn't say completely, let me say it like this. I wouldn't say completely cut off black American women or whatever, but I do want you to be privy. These bitches are out here killing men. Y'all can look up the demographics. These bitches out here don't like their own men. They have a preference of chasing white men or whatever. It's to the point that they made up pages and shit. I told y'all about Cynthia G. This bitch, this is how deep it is. The bitch used to sit on her channel, and this is when niggas is coming in here talking about, why you asking for donations? Wait, what's this one right here say? Watch this. I ain't even talking about donations, right? You notice that, right? Yeah, hoes don't get in that. All right, cool. Niggas are coming here talking about me and my donations, or the ones that I don't get, or whatever, because most of these people, like, I got to figure it out. But I've been removing people, but there's like a group of people, there's like 4 of them, or 5 of them, maybe a few more, that have subscribed to my page. So every time that I go live, what they'll do is they'll share me to their group, And that's why you'll see there's no likes or anything like that. They don't even mind giving me the likes giving me the views as long as they can sit back and harass. You understand what I'm saying? So that this is the culmination of black women. I'm trying to tell you, they're not nice women at all. They're some of the most evil, belligerent bitches you'll ever meet in your life. Now that at a group, but it definitely is 70% vindictive, evil bitches. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, long story short, I say like this. I don't think all black American women are bad. I don't think that, and I want to point that out. I don't think all black American women are bad. I think some of them are great women, but they're superseded by the hateful ones. You understand what I'm saying? And those bitches, they talk the loudest and they get the most attention. And even the niggas, because they used to having a motherfucking shitty ass mama like that. You know what I'm saying? They normalized it. They think that's normal for a bitch to be like, that's right, girl, and they think that's normal. Or Latin men think the same thing out of loud ass Latin women. Tú sabes que paso contigo, yo tengo un chavo ahí, tú sabes, yo tengo, like they think that shit is normal. That shit's not normal. That's how uncivilized bitches act. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, that's your float and that's what you want to do, and you want to have some kids like that, I mean, like, hey, continue on tradition. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't shit, your mama wasn't shit, your kid won't be shit. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But I say if you want to one up and you really want to have a meaningful, lasting relationship, and I think if you really want to have somebody that has the potentiality to be a good wife, I think really you should just move forward with something else. Black women do not like black men. They like other women or other races of men. And they showing it and they're proving it. This bitch Cynthia G used to sit on her channel and literally say and promote the deletion of black male babies specifically. And if you think I'm lying, go look the bitch up right now. And when we talk about donations, you'll find it funny because this bitch got donation after donation after donation after donations talking about such. The bitch got so bad that they kicked her off of YouTube. She had a male podcaster bring her back to life and then got reinstituted back into YouTube. And now she's back on YouTube talking about the same type of shit, but talking about it in a little co-voted way about anti-black male, this, that, and other, and the third, or whatever, over and over and over. And there's no short of motherfucking bitches that's in there. So don't tell me that the motherfucking black American race and black niggas in there agreeing with for giving them money too. So don't tell me that black American women don't do like it, they care about black. No, they don't. They don't give a fuck about you, nigga. Somebody should tell you. These bitches are out to dominate you. Some of them want to kill you. I've read some of the comments she had in there, and some of the bitches was like, that's right, we should take all of them out. That's what one bitch says. Bitch said we should take all of them out and start over. That's what the bitch said. And bitches gave this motherfucking hoe enough money to buy her own home. Y'all think I'm lying, don't you? Hold on. Let me look the bitch up. So you know I'm not just motherfucking sitting out here talking. These bitches don't like y'all. And I keep telling y'all this, and y'all just won't listen. Y'all like, oh, no, you can't say it because you got these group of men that stuck on their girlfriend's titty because they ain't got nowhere to move to. You understand what I'm saying? So any niggas that's depending on this bitch, you can't get him to stand up and be a man because he's dependent on a bitch. I don't expect no nigga that's living with a bitch to have my back. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, she's always writing this one. Umar Johnson's Reckoning. They're reckoning. Who says reckoning? I want you to hear the one where she keep on writing. She keep on writing shit about him. But Cynthia G on black male abortions. I had some clips I put up myself, but I want you to hear her from the cuff. Yeah, here we go. We can listen to this one right here. And here's my video right here, as a matter of fact. Here's my video from 3 years ago. I put this up 3 years ago. Hold on, I'm going to take this off for a second. Nigga, don't nobody give a fuck what you talking about. Die. Die. Die, nigga. Die. It's always some 60-ass nigga coming in here talking about something. Nigga, nobody give a fuck about what you talking about. I don't want to talk to you. Why do black men think somebody always want to fucking talk to them? I don't want to fucking talk to you, nigga. Fuck you. You ain't got some bread to give. You should sit up here see me for 3 hours. Fuck we talking about? Don't write my chat room. Go find somebody else that's writing their chat room for free. Bitch ass nigga.
Anything that you're saying for you to tell black women that procreate with black men, which my son is a black male, to go and abort their black boys is absolutely ludicrous, because if you have ever had to terminate your pregnancy, which I have because I'm disabled, and it was the most gut-wrenching thing I've ever gone through, you don't know what that feels like and what it does to a person. So for you to go
Did
through
you
and
not know
spread
that
to the
it's
masses,
how does it feel to be left a single mother where the man tells you, I'm not going to raise my child at all, and you got to take responsibility? How
I am a single mother, okay? And I am raising my son alone. And I'm a single mother because my son's father was murdered, okay? So I do know what it is to be a single mother and to raise my son alone. So you don't sit here and
psychologically damaging as an abortion. People get abortions all day, every day. Stop it.
yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do have abortions every day and all day. And if you've never gone through it, you don't know what it's like to go through and have that and to go through the trauma, because it's traumatic.
And you can't speak for every woman. It's not traumatic for every
And neither can you. Have you had one?
I don't need to have one to know that it's not traumatic for every woman. It's not.
Well, if you've never gone through it, then don't speak on something you can't attest
Actually,
to.
I can speak on it. I worked at an abortion clinic where
Then you should know. If you worked at an abortion clinic, then you should know. When you walk up those doors, you've got people with signs and everything else protesting, and they don't even know why you're there. Okay? It is a very traumatic experience, and it is nothing that you should promote. It should be somebody else's personal experience if they want to go through it. But for you to sit up there and to tell people when you've not walked a day in their shoes that they should sit up there and throw away their kids when you have not gone through it yourself is the most hypocrite thing that I've ever heard in my life.
No, it's not.
It
No,
is.
it's not. No, it's not. Telling a woman that she needs to be a single mother and go through the hardship of being a single mother in poverty, you're wrong for telling them
Who's
that.
to say that they would be in poverty?
What's best for them.
You're talking about two things that I have experienced myself, being a single mother of a black male, and I've terminated my pregnancy. I have done both. So you're speaking to somebody who has raised her child alone and is going to school to be a doctor. Okay, so to tell me my son is a dusty is
if you had gotten an abortion. And if it would have been much easier to do that if you had gotten an abortion. Keep it a buck. You would not have
what would have been more easier if I would have gotten an abortion?
Terminated your pregnancy. Stop it.
I say that again?
And you wouldn't have struck.
Let me turn that shit off. That's what your queens think of you.